Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm.
You're going to see it on MGM Grand. Only one will stand. And Bill Haney, William E. Haney come with that fight plan.
They didn't think niggas out of Oakland was gonna push up on their ass. You dig?
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Well, tell the truth and shame the devil that Devin is a bad motherfucker.
WBC, the lightweight champion of the world.
Come get the real belts, not the front. This ain't franchise shit.
That boy is good.
Bill Haney, say his name 3 times, pop up like candy, man.
When you talk about that, you talk about one of the best fighters in boxing.
SDS Promotions.
Canelo, are you ready? ¿Está preparado? I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. 4-division, 5-time world champion.
Oh, look at this guy.
He is now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
¡Viva México, cabrones! You know my level, and you will see, because I'm gonna fuck out everybody.
You know, I mean, I would love to fight Canelo. I would love to show the world that I'm the best.
I want to get Canelo out here to Houston.
So Canelo, where your cojones at? Let's get it.
Payday, payday, you want payday. I know that. Man, you fight with nobody.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Listos pe los chingazos.
He smacked the shit out of Canelo in
Get
person.
the fuck out of here, man. Please. I wanna knock out this guy. Mira, en este momento puedo hacer lo que yo quiera, ¿no?
Saúl Canelo Alvarez.
SDS Promotions.
That's funny? You think that's funny?
A little bit.
Canelo, are you ready? ¿Está preparado?
I was born ready.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning. Where the hell is this coming from? Don't stop it, Austin. Let it play.
Oh, look at this guy.
All right. Buenos dias, ladies and gents. Buenos dias, man. Shout out to Jordan. Got me moving a little bit slow.
Jardín.
Jardín.
So, buenos días, amigos. Estamos aquí hoy para la pelea de Canelo Alvarez contra Dmitry Bivol.
Así es. Happy 5 de Drinko. Happy 5 de Mayo.
Sí, estamos celebrando el día de 5 de mayo, pero en realidad va a ser el 7 de mayo.
Pero hoy es el 5 de mayo.
Hoy es 5 de mayo. It's true. Today is. Damn, why we didn't do a Mexican theme? You dropped the ball.
I ain't dropped the ball.
Me and Danny hit me up yesterday. We was talking about it, but I came back up here to the studio.
Matter of fact, fuck that. Go get my 1942. Go get my 1942.
You ain't gonna drink this early.
Why? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
You got a long day ahead of you.
Wow, that stomach gonna hurt.
We'll wait till Ak. We'll wait till Ak and Barack get here.
You crazy. Not when Barack. Don't be bringing out no alcohol when Barack get here.
Why? Barack don't drink. Yeah.
No, I don't think he do. But what's up with you? Good morning. How are you? How was your day last night?
Shit, it was cool. Did laundry.
You got that out the way.
Yeah, went to sleep.
All right. So you know what we're here to talk about, right? Today's previews and prediction day. We really can't have a Thursday evening show as we're going to be flying to San Diego to spend the rest of the weekend with David Benavidez and then do our live fight chat with him Saturday alongside Paulie Malignaggi, myself, and Daniel Alvarez, and Knockouts with Nika. So you want to join us. Link is already on our YouTube channel, but Bo, do me a favor, put that in the description. Excuse me, not the description, but the live chat, and let's get that pinned for anybody that doesn't know where to be at on Saturday. Because if you're not going to the live fight, you should be joining the live fight with us. So this is what you'll do, right? You have to, like, I don't know, put the Canelo fight on your TV, get TBV on your YouTube so that you can hear David Benavidez, Paulie Malignaggi, Daniel, myself, and Nika all call the live action. Plus, you can see all the festivities because we're going to be having a little ball in there. I mean, it's a live watch party, live fight chat. So join us Saturday right here. TBV is going to be doing big things once again with David Benavidez, the two-time WBC champion and former two-time champion Paulie Malignaggi. Are you excited or are you going to fake like you are?
Nah, it's cool. I'm a little, I'm excited.
Wow, so this is him, I guess, trying to be right on character, like he's not excited.
Nah, like,
it's cool.
It's cool. I just, I'm not going to the fight. But, I'm being a team player and
I mean, I think this is what God did purposely because he felt your energy.
He felt my energy about what?
Bruh, you seen once we start announcing everything that we was doing, you like, damn, I want to be there. And then all of a sudden, it was granted. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to be torn between the fight and what we were doing as a team because the decision was made for you. And now you like, fuck it, I get to go over there, and that's all it is.
Everybody, this is Nesta trying to find an excuse because he forgot to put in my application, and that's why.
I didn't forget. I'm telling you, there's a mix-up. You want to see the email?
Nah, I don't.
All right, I'm still going to show it to you as we continue to talk. Give me your preview and prediction. This is what we're here for. Once again, Thursday evening show won't be here today because we're going to be traveling this evening to San Diego to get with David Benavidez and have everything ready for Saturday night. Plus, we get to do our morning show live from the Fight Stars Mansion where David is holding camp. You know what I mean? We were supposed to go to Andy Ruiz's gym to watch David spar, but they canceled, man. The sparring partner was like, nah, no more cameras.
I'm done.
I'm out of here. TBV's there, I'm out. No record me.
I'm done. But yeah, man, what is your thoughts on the fight? What is your preview and prediction
for this weekend's fight? Honestly, I don't know what to say. I've been very wrong on the last two Canelo fights. I think I said that Billy Joe would go the distance, and I said that Caleb would go the distance. Canelo's been proving me wrong, but now this guy is bigger. He's a little bit tougher for sure, and probably going to be more durable because he, rehydrates higher. So I'm obviously picking Canelo, but
decision.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm gonna say money line because I've been wrong. I've been wrong thinking he would go the decision. Trying to make money on the decision. He's been proving me wrong. Like, can he stop this bigger man? Like, people are gonna say to themselves, well, this guy isn't Sergey Kovalev. He's not old. He's not beaten. He hasn't been knocked out. He doesn't drink. So he's nothing like Kovalev. He's younger than Kovalev. He's fresher than Kovalev. He's more disciplined than Kovalev in every sense of that word. So can this be the time where the knockout streak finally ends and I'm finally right and he does go the decision? Possibly. Probably out of the last three, this is the one that will go the decision. because of all those reasons, But I can't put that past Canelo. He's on this. It's more than a streak. It's more than a knockout streak because he's jumping around and he's, doing these great things. So, just to talk about his consistent knockouts, and I think, what is it, the last 3? Or is Callum in there ruining it?
No, Callum won the decision.
So it's just 2 knockouts?
3. Yildirim, Billy Joe. Yildirim, Billy Joe, and
okay.
Plant. Yep.
Okay. So it's a 3-fight knockout streak. Again, Billy Joe, he started at 54. Yildirim is who he is. Plant. What round Plant made it to? 9?
11.
That's what I'm saying. But you see, Plant got better wheels. There's no way Bivol got the feet of Plant.
Hell no.
He can't move like Plant.
He ain't slick like that. No, sir.
And he ain't going to be able to move off the back foot like that.
Nah.
I don't even think, could he do a shoulder roll? Not that he can't, but will he attempt it? Knowing that now 2 men have had great success. So I don't know, man. Bivol's the underdog. He's got to do a Danny Garcia Amir Khan for me. I just can't say that Canelo's gonna knock out this bigger man. I haven't been watching Bivol that closely. Like I don't know his weigh-in fight night weight. I only know what BoxRec tells us that he weighed in the day before. But what is he ballooning up to? Is Canelo's punching power gonna be able to affect him? I don't know. But I can't put that past Canelo either because, again, right now he's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing, and you just gotta ride with the rush right now. I don't know. But what about you? You're the Alvarez of the bunch.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask, do you think that so for one, you gotta realize Canelo's moving up, right? And he's been on a mostly vegan diet this camp. So is there any chance that he's not
as strong? Ooh, missing that beef? You let it beef. With that Billy Joe. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, man. I think they're too intelligent to remove something without being sure that what's replacing it is just as good. Like, I'm sure Canelo and Camp would have been telling Eddie, like, I'm not feeling as strong. You know what I'm saying? Because you can feel that. Like, but we got a super chat from Jazz.
€5.
€5. Shout out to the UK.
It says, Benavidez said he was able to get to Bivol's body during sparring. Have you asked him about their sparring?
I haven't, but we do have let me see if it is out. I did ask Brandon, I believe, to put it out. And if I didn't, I thought about it. Totally. Hopefully, kinetically.
What, the video of Lomachenko?
Negative. A post for David Benavidez, ask David Benavidez a question and ask, nope, it is not done. I'll do it. So ask David Benavidez and ask his father a question. Actually, I want to put them all, because I think Rayo and Pacheco going to be there. I'm sure there's going to be more people because now they know what's going on. He also blasted it. We blasted it. So many people blasting it. Paulie blasted it. Fight Stars. So it's like, now people probably calling like, yo, can I come through? If it's a watch party, let me come through. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. He's also in camp. So it's, he's in camp. So
there's going to be a line at the door. They're going to be checking IDs. They're going to have security patting everybody down.
100 to get in.
100 to get 100 ahead.
100 ahead. And that don't include no food or none of that.
None of that.
Just 100
dress code.
Yeah, dress code is Mexican.
Make sure you tip the bartender.
Yeah.
For real. So, Bo, man, get on record, man. Who you picking? This guy dodged the question, hit me with a question.
I ain't dodged the question, bro.
I asked you, and you was like,
it's gonna be Canelo.
I thought you said you was picking Bivol.
Get your...
So you didn't... I'm just checking. Somebody that I didn't expect to pick Bivol picked Bivol. Maybe that was Mr. PBC. Dumb.
No, I don't know nothing about that. It's Canelo by domination. He gonna look sensational.
This a tough one.
He gonna look sensational, I'm telling you.
This a tough one. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the A side. I want to pick Bivol for a lot of reasons, but I feel like I got to pick the A side. So I'm going to go with the A side. Canelo Alvarez.
So we were scheduled to have Big Bang in the building.
Big Bang Zane.
And that didn't happen. It's too early for Big Bang. You guys know I hate double accessories. I just can't do it. Shout out to Harding, but I can't do double accessories. It's just too tough. I need the glasses to work. But yeah, man, he was scheduled to come in 6:15 is pretty early, and we have the whole schedule booked. But we're gonna stay on top of that in case someone else cancels. Maybe we could shift shit around. See, could he make it? They got a car too, because I was trying to make sure they need, if they needed a Uber or something. He was like, "No, we got a car." I'm sad to hear. I woke up to that news. I didn't know. Last night I went to sleep knowing that they was coming. That's like the last message he and I,
That's one of the first things I seen this morning, and it kind of caught me off guard as well. But I did check the other two interviews, and they still on the way. So
okay, well,
we'll still have a packed schedule.
Do we even have? I don't even know we have questions for the Akim Barak, man. No Akim Barak questions, huh? Where's Brandon at? Sleepy. He did it. He put it right there.
Yeah,
but it's a double. It's a double post. Call him No Tag. No Tag Brandon.
No Tag Brandon.
All right. Shout out to David Maldonado, Israel Weber, Mr. Adore, La Dura, Claudio, James Valdez, Dual Ingram, Killer Kells. Shout out to Killer Kells. He received his glove, right?
Yep. He got his Julian the Hawk Jackson signed boxing glove, pound for pound member for 2 years.
Exactly. I was about to say, and why did he get that glove? That's because he's been a pound for pound. If you sign up to the pound for pound level on Patreon, you can receive an autographed glove from one of our many, many guests, one every 2 months, And now you'll really get that every 2 months because you got Bo, who loves to send out those packages.
Love going. I used to do drop ship, and I used to ship a lot of different items back home. So I like going to the post office. I like making sure my packaging right. I'm enthused with it. Now, I will say, here in Las Vegas, the post office is always packed. So it's kind of annoying finding parking, but outside of that, I love dropping off packs at the post office.
Dropping off packs?
Yeah, I love it, bro. I love it. I like packing it. I like wrapping it up. I like all that. I'm that way.
He like cutting it.
That.
He like he like cutting it. What else you like, bro?
Weighing it up. Whoa. You gotta weigh the packages.
Oh man. All that. Yeah, man. So
I'm looking at this car, bro.
They packed up our super chat wheel too?
Bro, we got everything going.
So as you can see, we're not in our normal studio because obviously we have to make that big move from Vegas to San Diego, and we want to continue to do our show with the same, audio quality and video quality. So the great crew here at Sticky Paw Studio in Las Vegas have decided to pack everything up and head out there a day early. So we're using Studio B. This stands for bums. Nah, I'm joking. Stands for not A-listers, though. Nah, I'm joking again.
Yo, we used to be in Studio B.
Nah, never. Started from the bottom. Now we back here. But are you picking Mr. Alvarez? Did you say knockout?
Domination.
But not knockout. You see, you're just as afraid as me. Not to put it's hard, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was gonna knock out Plant. I know people laugh at me now. They're probably in the chat like, "Oh, that's your PBC fanboy." But honestly, I thought Plant was like a little bit difficult. He's definitely slicker than Dmitry Bivol, which is crazy because that might be the thing, right? Like we thinking you had to be slick to avoid Canelo, and what if it's the straight up and down dude? That's the dude that gave him problems in Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo 1. Canelo chose to fight on the back foot in that fight. The second fight is when he stood his ground. But that's also comes from familiarity. He doesn't know Bivol. They didn't spar either. At least with Gennady, he sparred as a kid. He was been in that gym with Abel Sanchez, Canelo did. This is a little different. I'm expecting, actually, thinking about it more, I'm expecting Canelo maybe to fight on the back foot. I don't think he's going to do Kovalev, which Kovalev, again, older, been knocked out. There's a blueprint. You know, Canelo can build confidence on that. Like, oh, elderly Alvarez? Come on, that Colombian knocked him out. Fuck, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? There's no blueprint on Dmitry Bivol. I think he's going to be on the back foot. And if Bivol takes on the role of Gennady in that first fight, stays with a nice high jab, keep walking Canelo down, we could see something. The thing is, Gennady is more aggressive than most Eastern Europeans. You know, he'll come over the top with that overhand. He likes to punch down with the fucking left hook. It's like, he'll get you from the top of the head and shit. So it's like, he and Bivol are totally two different people. So it's like asking a lot of Bivol to be someone he's not. Is he going to come forward? Or is he going to put himself on the back foot because he's a boxer first and give Canelo the confidence that he does not have? He's not familiar with Bivol. So I love the fight, though, only because it's here. You know, when they first announced this, I wasn't happy. There was other things that I would have preferred. Which is crazy because, you know, we're not even going to have the time to do the show. I heard the Eddie Reynoso interview, and there's a gem in there that only you and I and other Latinos can understand and translate and make a title for a show. But we ain't going to have the time with all this fucking ripping and running and going to different states. So we could just talk about it here, right? I'm pretty sure it's in my history, so I could pull up the audio. But paraphrasing, they're fighting Charlo next year. So everything that they're doing is happening this year, too. That means they're undisputed this year, and that Ryder fight might be in December. Obviously, he did not say the Ryder fight will happen in December, but he definitely said they're fighting Charlo next year. Eddie did. And, I mean, that has to be May because you got to leave September for Benavidez, in my opinion. Not to say that there's any fucking rules and regulation that say he got to fight Benavidez in September, but, you know, if you fight Charlo in May, it's a wrap, right? Like, who else you going to fight? You ran out of names now, you know what I'm saying? Because hypothetically, you would be fighting Charlo in May after already beating the Bivol Smith winner. And Bivol better be, and, you know, fucking Ryder. Like, that's how the Ryder might not happen depending on how much PBC offers.
I don't think it's going to be Ryder.
Who you think is going to be? Makabu?
No. But I think...
we're forgetting the Triple G fight.
No. I don't even think that's going to happen, honestly.
Triple G, 3?
I don't know. That's a free-ass check. Yesterday, my man said he'll fight Usana. Or whatever. What's your man's name?
I never heard of Usman.
Yes.
Usman.
Yeah. I don't know.
He said Ush.
He said Usana.
Body shot to his stomach. Usman. No, he said he'll fight him. He said, I'll fight anybody. No, I fight everybody. So, I don't know. I'll find the quote because I had it. So I think maybe Rob put it in there.
In the meantime, I just got a poll ready to go. I just got to get the go ahead. And it says, who you picking this weekend and how? Canelo or Bivol? And then I got Canelo Alvarez by UD, Canelo Alvarez by KO, Dmitry Bivol by UD, and Dmitry Bivol by KO.
So there's been so much Canelo news, right? You know what else? Canelo said he might fight the heavyweight pound-for-pound king, Alexander Usyk. And then Igis Klimas came out and said, don't worry about it. Handle your business with Bivol, but we'll fight you at cruiserweight. Usyk will come down for you for cruiserweight.
Yeah, but see, Eddie said Canelo doesn't want that. He said Canelo wants it at 201, so it could be for the heavyweight.
And you don't think that they're going to agree to what Canelo wants?
Of course.
All right, then.
Of course.
Antonio,
but your favorite fighter's doing what exactly? Ask yourself. Hopefully some of y'all on the West Coast still brushing your teeth. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself, what's your favorite fighter's doing?
Oh, man.
You had a Tony Salgado.
Believe in Google?
Go Google that shit.
Go Google what your favorite fighter doing. We got a super chat from Antonio Galindo. And it says, just received my TBV hat yesterday. This thing is nice. I'm at the gym right now listening to y'all while wearing my TBV hat. Shout out from Texas. And let me give him a sound off for that.
Shout out to you,
we got
champ. Shout out
Jaime
to you.
Hernandez. Welcome to the prospect level.
Shout out, Jaime.
And we have a $10 super chat from Clay Scott Jr. who says Canelo via KO, Benavidez via KO, Castano decision, Tank decision, Andre arm pullout.
Hold up. Bo.
Yes, sir.
Do you still got the raffle tickets?
From yesterday or
Are there tickets? Are there tickets?
Let me go look and see. Hold on.
Come on, man. Let's do this, man.
Everything.
They can't stop our hustle, Bo. Wait, do we still got shirts or we waiting?
I don't even know.
Kean, did the delivery come or what? I get no communication. I'm going to start putting people in the headlock, man. Danny, don't put no deodorant tomorrow. We're going to fucking put Kean in the headlock. Fuck it. I thought you said it was either yesterday or today. Exactly. All right, so I was making sure. Who knows when I left the office yesterday if it came? Damn, shoot me for asking again in the next day. I can't ask 24 hours later. Excuse me. These guys over here are so sensitive.
We got a $5 super chat.
Look
from
at Todd
Fred
in the chat
Robinson.
said, Kean, stop acting like you're not as good as we all think you are. Look, now he's about to go look for Todd's chat. Hey, Todd, you gonna prank call today? Either yesterday or today. What? All right, so I was. What? How'd you do that? How many you got? Let's go, man. Get that man.
We got
Get that man
$5
a
super
raffle,
chat
man.
from Fred Robinson who says, what y'all think about Canelo wanting a catch weight for Usyk but won't give Earl one at 64?
Come on, man. Because he ain't trying to go down. But listen, if you send a $10 super chat, we're just going to automatically give you a raffle ticket with a number on it. You should even go as far as saying the number. So it's like, Jaime, your number is whatever, because it says it right there, right? How many is it? It's in the front.
It's 11 of them.
No,
Bro, what's the ticket number?
So then when we put it in the hat, they know their ticket number. You know what I'm saying? Like when you pick it.
249 is the first one.
There you go. So that one is for Clay Scott Jr. We're going to give you one. So everyone who super chats $10 or more, your name
automatically
will earn you a
raffle ticket.
That ticket will be announced on air. And then we'll put that in the hat, TBV hat. Hopefully they didn't pack that up. Or we'll use the Jardín hat.
Jardín.
And we'll get you out a shirt or something. What we got left? We still got some stuff?
We got some
shirts left?
We got some white TBV shirts.
Ooh, those are the exclusive Patreon Kings only. Okay.
So we got
the Podcast Kings ones.
And I think we got one Uga shirt. But again, everything is packed up. So
what about the
what it was yesterday is literally not that anymore. Like
no, don't worry about it. But what about CYP, you're absolutely correct. You are. Whenever you're ready, let us know or let Bo know. You have them? Let them go. I was about to say something and I lost my thought.
Yo. Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Dynamic 3, huh?
Oh, wow. Gracias.
Dynamic 3, huh?
What's up, CYP?
I ain't counting Austin. He might get a stunner in person the way he be interrupting. No, but listen though. Let's start. Let me say this shit. I'm about tired of this, and let's be starting this shit all the time. What is your favorite fighter doing? Hope you on the West Coast brushing your teeth and shit. Listen to this.
Yo, I didn't even think about you when I said that. It's because the East Coast should be up already.
You know, so you got to leave the West Coast alone. You know, I'm running this coast. But listen though, if Charlo, who making about $2 million guaranteed per fight, could offer Makabu a third of what he makes, because that's what Canelo do, offer you about 8, he make about 30. You know what I'm saying? If he could do that, Makabu wouldn't take that fight. Like, to do what Canelo do, these dudes got to come up with money that they don't even make. So it's never going to happen. Like, you need that kind of money to beat Canelo. Canelo is the cash cow 100%. Don't nobody got no.
I
Ain't nobody doing
disagree.
that.
I disagree because what the problem is, they're letting Canelo do it first. Nobody was thinking about Makabu. See if we can find Bo, because, or either one of y'all. Who can tell me Makabu's last 3 purses, right? I know he ain't making Charlo money. Ain't no fucking way he making Charlo money. You understand? So the problem is these dudes sitting here letting Canelo be the innovator, letting him look like the genius, evil genius at that. Why is it him that has to come up with all the motherfucking options? Why was it him that decided to move up and fight Sergey Kovalev? Why was it him that had the bright idea to fight Dmitry Bivol? Why was it him and his trainer that decided we're going to fucking fight Makabu? You know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't getting innovative.
His purse against Machunu, who was his last fight in Ohio, Warren, Ohio, that is, was $150,000.
So before Canelo made that man famous, right? Before Canelo spoke his name, right? They could have easily said, yo, come fight Charlo for a milli. And that man would have been like, oh my God, Jaime, thank you. Easy. But no, you waited. Now his name is worth more because Canelo put his name up. He gave him value. Now he know he possibly got a Canelo fight. Don King know that, so now negotiations to get Makabu are more difficult. But they could get creative. Why you letting Canelo do everything? Somebody go fight fucking Okoli and become famous. But y'all scared. It's Canelo that got to do everything. They literally telling Crawford he can't move to 60, but Canelo can move to cruiserweight, and now he about to fight at 201. But don't no. Crawford fight old ass Triple G. No, you're terrible. You hate him. Oh my God, Earl deserves a 164. No, you're mean. You're not an Earl fan if you don't say yes. Canelo should fight him at 164. Get your ass out of here, man. You guys are a bunch of babies, bro. If you want a payday, get creative. You see Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer, they got creative. Get creative. There's fighters out here that you can do a little sing and dance with, and it's gonna make some noise.
Ness, we got a couple.
We got a lot of super chats right now.
Let's do it. We're trying to give shit away.
We got Supermax who says Nello would fight the heavyweight champ and still be considered ducking. Guys like Charlo and Andrade. But gotta focus this weekend. Recipe for upset is there.
Listen, talk about making your own lane. Rashidi Ellis could move up, right? Hypothetically, now it's too late because this dude moved up, but he ain't actually fight. But Rashidi Ellis, Terrence Crawford, Boots Ennis, they could all call out Demetrius Andrade, make their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't trying to fight Andre, but everybody know how good he is. Somebody could fight him and be a fucking superstar. Ain't nobody doing that.
We got Tony Salgado with a $10 super chat.
When Mikey do it, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, oh no, it's because he's Mexican. That's why he could do it. Just saying. Mikey made his own lane. I see Son and Earl, he made his own lane. Now he out here buying Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces every day. Just saying.
Tony Salgado with his $10 super chat says Canelo 11 round knockout. Good morning, TBV. 2 coffees for y'all.
You're in the raffle. I got you already written down, Tony.
Boom. Israel Ramirez, $10 super chat says, morning, Ness, Danny, Bo, and the rest of the crew. Being Cinco de Mayo, can I get Danny to spin the wheel for good luck? Shout out to Anthony and my sister Sophia. TBV spin the payday wheel.
Automatically in the raffle. You a winner today. It's Cinco de Mayo. Everybody getting entries.
Austin, it's there. I don't know why you don't see it. And my boy T from Toronto is there.
It is there. We just don't. This studio's not set up the same way as that one, so they wouldn't be able to hear each other.
Okay, but they can still hear us, right? Yeah, let's go.
We got Tony Salgado with another $10 super chat, and he said, and another 2 coffees for the rest. Let's get it.
Let's go.
So you get another entry as well.
You got
Tony.
Fred Robinson? He said, give me a ticket.
Well, you jumping way ahead.
Oh,
bro.
all right. My bad. Going back.
But we're Jaime Hernandez, $5 super chat, who says my favorite fighter is fighting Zach Parker. Your favorite fighter pulled out of the fight with Zach Parker.
And let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because when he pops up with a PBC contract, I want to be the oracle. I think he might not be real. I seen an interview. Somebody sent me an interview. I just don't know because they cut it. You know how people screen record. So I don't know when was the date, but there was an interview with Charlo talking about Andre, and it wasn't negative. And now all of a sudden Andre got a shoulder injury. Maybe Charlo's frustrated, like, "Al, man, fuck this shit. You got me out here looking like a fucking clown." You understand? Get me a fight. And now Andre's a free agent. All he had to do was win. And he's already a free agent, but he was locked into this fight. Fake an injury, you out this fight, you still a free agent. You can negotiate with Al and PBC. I'm just saying, I have no sources or nothing. This is just a hunch. You know what I mean? Like, this is me on some guests and shit. What do you think? That's what we get to do as podcasts. We get to give opinions. Writers can't do that. They got to have facts and sources. We just get to fucking spitball shit. If it sticks to the wall, we look good. If it don't, you know, whatever.
Said it.
What else? I think that.
What do you think?
I think that Demetrius Andre.
Is he hurt? Or is he going to pop up on a PBC card?
Nah, I don't think he's popping up. If he is, I think it'll be after Zach Parker fight because.
Oh, you think that's still happening?
Yeah.
He don't have to move up to 68. Zach Parker's not his problem. It would have been Jambek who already got a fight. He could come back down now post-injury. Zach Parker was a lane he was trying to make. Remember that? Come on, Almanac. Damn, I'm sounding like a fucking rapper right now.
I'm saying,
accident.
so what you want
it.
him to fight Charlo?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, so what, he just gonna sit back and wait? He won't fight Zach Parker.
Mm-hmm.
He won't get that payday. So
because he on injury.
Right.
And I'm using air quotes. He's on injury, right? So now he's allegedly given the time to heal.
So
right?
he gonna wait for Charlo to
fight Selecki
at the crib next month.
Yup.
And then
boom.
And
announce that you with PBC. If they can negotiate, maybe they give him a tune-up. But dog, at this day and age, what my man said the other day, Brian Mendoza, that Earl's made it famous. Tune-ups is for dudes that ain't sure of themselves. Is you sure of yourself? Go ahead, is you? You know what I'm saying? Jump up in that ring. And I go back to the Boots thing. Him specifically, he's frozen out. You ain't getting no Crawford fight. You ain't getting no Earl fight. Like, let's put our heads together. I don't want him to hear this, "Oh, this dude a hater. I ain't never interviewed." No. Earl wants Crawford. Crawford wants Earl. That's the biggest welterweight fight. Ain't nobody giving you a shot. You know what I'm saying? You'll be lucky if you get the vacant shot because there might be a rematch if the money right. Like if the fight, the way you guys think that shit about to be a $2 million, they really doing another one. If they don't do $2 million, then they moving up. If Crawford win, he fighting Jamel. If Earl win, he moving on. Right? So it's like there is no opening for Boots. Now, you could stay there and wait and get a vacant title shot. Or create your own fucking lane. Ain't Demetrius Andre allegedly hurt? Start calling him out now. As soon as he allegedly back, you on his ass. But simple. You got a 160-pound title. There's nothing out there for him. Showtime could offer Andre a big payday to fight Boots over there. $2 million, $3 million, 2.5. Easy. Go fight Boots. Boots could get $1 million, maybe $750, maybe $800, maybe $500. Because you got to take a shortcut to get that fucking, because if you beat him, now you 160-pound champ. You already said you're going to undispute 60, 54, and 47. Be like Canelo, move up, snatch that title, become someone, throw it out the fucking window, come back down to 47 like, give me mines. They running from me. Look what I had to do. Because guess who did that? They try to clown him. They try to call him corny. He only lost to a legend, but Thurman did that. When Floyd didn't want to give him no sauce, he moved up to 54, beat up former champ Carlos Quintana, came back down to 47. Make your name, man. Make your name, make your lane. That's all I'm saying. All of them could do it. Rashidi Ellis ain't fought in 2 fucking years. He could definitely at least call a 50. Give me Harrison. You know what I'm saying? You calling out Danny, fight me. You know what I'm saying? Call somebody out. Like, my man's just training. Every day I look at his Instagram, it's just, you know, like, you got to do more than that. You got to do more than that because he ain't fought in 2 years. Everybody ain't kind of been with a country and a great promoter.
Yeah, but it ain't as simple as just calling you out and then you know what I'm saying? Like, just because I call you out don't mean the fight gonna happen.
The money's behind Boots. Espinoza has a deal with Boots and Cameron Duncan. This got nothing to do with Al. And somehow, Boots is getting favor from PBC without a deal because ain't he on a PBC card? Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't he fighting some PBC fighters? Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
But he not with PBC yet. Keith Ida came on this show and said he's got to sign with PBC if he wants any of the big ones. That ain't happened yet. Go ahead and call out some of these other big names over there. You know what I'm saying?
We got a $10 super chat from Fred Robinson says, give me a ticket. You got it. It's Cinco de Mayo. Everybody get a ticket. $10 and up. $10 and up. And we got Ariel Loves to Dance says, get my ticket, Bo. Already got you down as well. Ariel, you are numero 244. And
then we got Clay Scott Jr. with a $10 super chat.
You skipping my boy D Nice in the 718 said, Buenos dias, TBV with the $10 super chat. He won in. I was actually going to wear my black TBV shirt today, and it's going to be 90-something today.
I never even checked the weather here. I know the sun going to be out.
That's why I'm in shorts. It's going to be, at 12 o'clock today, it's probably going to be like 80-something.
It's a breeze every day, though. So
no, you're right. You're right. It's been windy, man.
Like, even when it's hot, it's still cool.
It's definitely been windy in this bitch. What Austin said, let me check the Austin chat.
Blog Talk ready.
We got Clay Scott Jr. with the $10 who says, Andre and Darrell in December, Plant Park in July. What?
Plant Park in July. So he want them fights to happen that way? I mean, that's another good fight, though. That's what I'm saying. If Andre really don't got a injury and this was a way to get out and he signed a PBC, they throw him an Anthony Darrell fight, Andre Darrell fight. You know what I mean? Those are names for him. He ain't even got those type of names. Right now, what? What's the biggest name? Fucking Willie Nelson, Vanez Martirosyan.
Shit, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Quigley, didn't he beat Quigley?
Yeah, I mean,
that's next. Yeah, that's the next one. You know what I'm saying?
What? Hey, where's that? Where's the box with that stuff? Cause
watch the coffee, homie.
I'm watching it.
Please
put it way away. Put it.
Why you touching my shit, bro?
I'm trying to be your friend. What's wrong with y'all? I'm trying to be your friend, man. That's what friends do. They watch out for one another, man. You got a ticket for my man D Nice in Tampa, right? 718. All right.
D Nice, numero 243.
All right. And then you got Clay Scott. All right.
Clay Scott 242.
Let's open up these phone lines. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're traveling to San Diego. We're going to be doing our live fight chat watch party with Paulie Malignaggi, David Benavidez, myself, him right here, Danny Alvarez. Bo will be in the building. Knockouts with Nike will be in the building. Who am I missing? I can run the promo. And we about to run the promo because that's what we want.
Thank you, Austin.
I meant to cut the mics, not the video. What's up? We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Danny, I was telling you to check your messages so that you don't be threatening Travis when he's eating in your face. He asked you right now about an hour ago if you want something to eat. See, you don't even save numbers, bro. Listen, you guys got to stop being nice to him. I get it. See, I was just sticking up for Danny, saying like, Danny
I've been on the
to beat
show. I ain't
up.
been on my phone. What the fuck you talking about?
Excuses.
Just fucking.
Do you want something to eat?
Nah.
Me neither. We fasting, fellas. We're fasting, but thank you for asking. Finally, after 2 months, Danny, They finally like
We
us.
asked you yesterday.
Oh, we asked you yesterday.
And y'all got Einsteins. Y'all got that good ass Einsteins.
Yeah,
What is that?
The bagels. The bagel
That-
joints.
I actually, y'all fucked up my order. I asked for a raisin bagel. They gave me first of all, I've never, this is some West Coast shit, a chocolate bagel.
Somebody else ate your bagel.
I know, but I've still, even if someone ate my bagel, I've never heard of a chocolate bagel. And then they put cream cheese. Who eats a chocolate? And it had like chocolate, like where the raisins would be. It was like pieces of just like chocolate, I guess fudge or melted chips. Who the hell does that? It was like a donut bagel. The fuck is that? It's crazy.
I like the garlic.
Garlic
Bagel.
cookies?
Bagel.
Yeah, I like the garlic cookies.
Garlic cookies, yeah. Shout out to Hardin.
Shout out to Hardin.
Shout out to Hardin.
We got a $2 super chat from Tony Salgado. He says, Ness mud fucking spitting. If anybody feel like cussing, they can say that.
Motherfucking, he ain't even died.
You know, Bo Moms be watching the show. Shout out, Miss Mason.
She bought a hat, by the way. She bought a hat like a week ago.
Shout out to your mother buying a hat. I didn't even know the hats was for sale, but shout out to her.
What? The hats? You didn't know they was for sale?
Nah, I thought it was Patreon.
You can buy them. They $25 cash apps to Nest GTO on Cash App. You can definitely get yourself a hat.
You could definitely get yourself a
But
hat.
it was for YouTube members and Patreons first. So they were first priority.
First priority.
But now we got a few left, so
few left.
Oh, I
everybody
thought,
got
I thought they was
opportunity.
going for 50.
Oh, you mean to the regular people?
Yeah.
Nah, man, we gonna
We
spread
showing
the
love, bro.
We gonna spread the love, man.
Yeah.
We on a give back.
All I gotta
man.
say is I'm wearing the hat right now,
He's
and
wearing the hat.
it's real. Like I'm taking this with me
Israel-
this weekend to be repping.
Israel
go.
Ramirez with the $2 super chat asks, can he get a number for his ticket? And your ticket number is 247, Israel. It's 247.
And let me screen share this. I guess this is to add to my conspiracy. Many of you may not like it because it's like whatever, but this is Majid, community member.
But I can't see that shit.
All right. What about now?
Yeah, the screen
This is
too little.
Majid, community member. So this is Demetrius Andre's post, and he's got like coming home episode on his YouTube channel that also seems to have posted also on maybe Facebook or just YouTube channel. So this is the comment. So Majid, our community member from originally from North, moved to Florida, now in Ohio. Shout out to him, real one. He's he got Stainless a job. They work together. I was talking to Stainless yesterday, and that's amazing, Majid. Bless you. But check it out. So he tells him like
he sneezed.
Nah, man. I mean, it was very nice of him to do what he did.
Oh, hooking him over.
You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. That's
Hope
some
all
real
is
shit.
well, champ. Have you thought about joining PBC or Showtime? This is 2 days ago. This is beautiful because this adds to my conspiracy. And Demetrius says, thank you. Time will tell.
Shout out Majid for that.
Now I know that can mean a lot, but right now, that means kind of what I'm saying. Like
we don't even know who typing that. Could probably
that's his account, man.
He probably got a girl named Kyla.
We
that-
do have a caller
Oh.
in Discord. We have the business.
Oh, Ray. How's Florida, baby?
Tell the truth. You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
Come on, Ray.
Ray, what up? He having audio issues? All right.
We'll come back to you. Raise your hand again, and I'll put you back in ASAP.
That means as soon as possible.
Thank you, Danny.
Is our 7 a.m. guest en route?
I'm checking with him now.
Checking with him. I got a
Step out.
$10 cash app from Walter who says, when is Enrique, aka Casual Fan, coming back? Yo, so I'm gonna tell you this story because this is a podcast.
Yo, that shit was fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna tell you this story because this is a podcast. So Enrique hits me up yesterday and he's like, yo, I just seen the promo. I'm feeling the vibes, yo. I want to be there for Saturday. And I'm like, bruh, you calling on the 4th to fly you out on the 7th? Like, what in the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, we not rich. So Yeah, I mean, Enrique, and he always does that. You know, when I want to get him here, he's not available. Then he's like, yo, I'm available. And it'd be like Thursday. He's like, yo, fly me out Friday to Sunday. I'm like,
tomorrow?
Bruh, tomorrow? Like, what's up with you, man?
You should have had him.
We got the business back.
The business.
Yo, yeah.
Yo, $10 cash out for my man Wilder Third. Wilder Third. So get him a ticket.
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
We hear you. We hear you.
We hear you.
All right, there we go. I don't know what's going on, man. The past couple times, for whatever reason, I don't know if I'm just not understanding the Discord fully, but we'll get it together. You know. What's up, guys? You know, just had to call in. The business had to call in as the official redheaded representative of the Boxing Voice. You know, Canelo Alvarez fight week, and we're excited out here in Florida. Know what I mean? Shout out to Cinco de Mayo. Shout out to all the Mexicans. And shout out to all the Latinos. But I'll tell you exactly how this fight's going to go down. You know, Canelo's, it's going to be the same as most of the other fights. Bivol likes to bounce in and out. He's got that rhythm step to him. Canelo's going to figure that out. Bivol's going to look good for about 4 to 6 rounds. And then he's going to break down. He looks pretty sharp at the beginning. At the end of the fights, he slows down a bit, and he's going to slow down quite significantly when you're facing somebody like Canelo. So, you know, Canelo might be able to break him down, stop him. As far as what Ness said, man, you hit it on the head. Look at what Canelo's doing, what Canelo's talking about, and what is your favorite fighter doing? Fighting Solecki? Get out of here with that. Ain't nobody trying to see it. So
let him know, Ray. Let him know.
As far as what also brought up, Charlo saying that they're going to fight next year.
Next year.
Yep.
Next year.
See, I don't even want anybody from Canelo's team to bring up Charlo's name, because now Charlo's going to sit there and go, "Oh man, you heard that? We're gonna get the fight next year." And then the next fight that he'll fight in the meantime after Solecki is just going to be another duck fight. You know, he's not going to fight nobody of significance. Now you're not going to see the Benavidez fight. You're not going to see a Plant fight. You're going to see no fight that anybody wants to see, because they're just going to hold out, just like he said on Mike Tyson's, overweighting.
Ray, thanks for calling in. Looks like Ak of the duo, Ak and Barack, will be here in about 8 minutes. I don't know if you've seen that, Bo, so we should be good to go, which kind of sucks now. They're going to have to be in the temporary studio.
Yeah, Brandon Lynn said it's like having company with a dirty house. Like,
yeah,
you know, you're not in your space.
Yeah.
But we got Sway with a $2.
And there's so many plants in here. I feel like I'm in a fucking botanist show.
A botanist. A botanist. Sway with the $2 super chat saying thoughts on Canelo Usyk at 201. And then he says Bivol by UD.
Bivol by UD. Do we got a poll? What's the new poll? Is it the same poll? All right, let me see. Let me go ahead and get these Patreon questions circulating in the live chat. Do we have any callers? Because we're not in the studio. Okay. We're not in the studio. I can't see nothing. If you're on Blog Talk, you know you need to press numero uno at least one time to put yourself in queue to let me know that you're ready to talk, you're ready to rock and roll. Because we're not in our No More studio, Blog Talk callers, you just won't be able to hear Discord callers, and Discord callers, you just won't be able to hear Blog Talk callers. And that's the way it goes, because not everybody can do what Nez GTO does. So, you know, the good friends here at Sticky Paws were able to do that in our studio, which we're breaking down because we're taking that to David Benavidez fight camp. We're going to be in the mansion with him in San Diego Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and then we're out early Sunday morning, man. Super early. You said 6 a.m.? Fuck.
Yeah, I think 6:30.
That means we'll be back here, and then that means we still won't even be in there, because there's no way you guys are going to break that down and build that back up. So we're stuck in this room for at least
Is it gonna be built
3
by
more episodes.
But it'll be built by Monday morning, right?
Yeah, we're gonna come back. We're driving back here Sunday, and we're gonna spend the rest of Sunday resetting it back up, so that way Monday morning we're back to normal.
I like that.
Or you could just hire an extra hand and finish it Sunday morning. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
Oscar.
drive us faster.
San Antonio, Oscar, what's up?
What's up, man? What's up, Danny? Happy people.
Shout out to my sanitation workers. Said it first.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. So I got Canelo by UD. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But say Ness, so I got a question. How many times did Mayweather undispute?
Never.
How many times did Oscar De La Hoya undispute?
Never.
And do they not have the money behind them?
Yeah, they had the money behind them.
So what's their excuse?
Whose excuse? You cryptic right now.
Their excuse. Their excuse, because they always say that's the excuse that Canelo has the money.
Oh, you talking about CYP? You talking about CYP specifically?
Whoever says that, they always say that he has the money behind him. That's why he undisputed. Do they not say that?
Okay, I heard that before. Okay. What do you think about Danny? What do you think about that? Because they said, that's the only reason Canelo did it at 68, because he got the money to offer these fighters to get in the ring and to do their thing.
I mean, shit, it's either you got to want to, for one, and for two, it's like, shit, if the money fights is elsewhere, I don't blame him.
You don't blame who? The people that didn't undispute?
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what Bob Arum is telling Shakur Stevenson. He's like, why you want to fight Ugagwa? And
Mom, he ain't wrong, bro. He's not wrong.
But if you want to be in the books, you want to be undisputed.
CYP got a counter.
Yeah, I was about to say we have CYP.
Let's
ready.
go.
CYP, what up?
Yo, y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny though, man? You know when dudes call my name, it's just so funny. I look at it and I say, well, you worried about who Charlo gonna face when he gonna get a Canelo fight. I hear you. You concerned. You big concerned about the fights he gonna take waiting for Canelo. Billy Joe Saunders, Martin Murray, 5 losses. Marcelo Caceres, never heard of him. Shefat Uzufi, 3 losses. Charles Adamu, 13 losses. Those are the fights that he fought at 168 before he got Canelo. I didn't hear nobody calling in. If we go to Avani Yildirim, he had 2 years off and hadn't fought. Last time he fought, he lost. It depends. I guess it depends on what the fighter looks like. Barber's last name is Charlo. If he fights people we don't know or are no-name fighters before Canelo, that it never sparks y'all interest when somebody else do it. But everything Charlo do is under a microscope for some of y'all, which tells me that some of y'all got 2 problems. You don't like successful black dudes, or you don't like successful black dudes who talk a lot of shit. It's one of those things that bother you. Give me that same energy for everybody that y'all have for Charlo when it happens to Charlo. Because if not, you're coming off like a real weirdo homeboy who just called in, whose name I don't care to remember. CYP out.
Damn, why he don't care to remember his name?
We do have another caller though.
Yeah, so the difference there, is that even though he tried to diminish Billy Joe's resume at 68, Billy Joe signed a full-blown contract for $4 million to fight Gennady Golovkin in Kazakhstan. Gennady pulled out the fight so that he could fight your mans in them, Canelo Alvarez. It's all Googleable. You know what I mean? So it's a little different. Like, yeah, maybe Billy Joe. Damn, this table's whack. Like, this shit is right here.
Bro, right. My shit just keep
bro.
you
They can hear that. But anyway, Billy Joe, he was at least signed up to fight that dude. Not to mention, I know CYP forgot, but not to mention that he been beat and took the O of Chris Eubank, who would have been the biggest name on Charlo's resume had he fought him when he was doing business with PBC. So,
Word.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct. Yo, wasn't that for like a British title?
What?
When they fought, that wasn't even like
bro. They was like 11-0 and 13-0. I think. Actually, no. I don't think it was that young. I'm confusing them two for Groves and DeGale. But Saunders and Eubank did happen a lot of years ago.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Click it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Let's see if we have any other callers in the meantime. We will be having our guests in just a minute. We got K-Boxing in Washington, D.C. K-Boxing in Washington, D.C.
Ness, what's up?
Buenos dias.
Yeah, what's up, my guy? Hey, what's up, Dan?
What up?
On this Canelo bout, I see Canelo probably. I give Bivol to about round 8, but I just want to say this about this fight. I wouldn't really what you would call sleep on Bivol, because the fight that I watched that kind of convinced me that Bivol was really, really tough, that he could probably take some punishment.
Pascal?
I watched the
what's the who?
We lost him.
Oh, damn.
Can you hear me?
There
no,
we go.
I'm right here.
He
I'm
back.
right here, Ness. I'm talking about what's the Canadian guy?
Lemieux? Pascal. That's what I said first.
No, not the black one.
Pascal,
the black one
man.
yelled
I
out
said
to
that a
50
half
Cent.
hour ago.
Remember the guy that yelled out to 50 Cent because he won the fight and he said, 50, I got your money?
Yeah, you talking about
Remember
Pascal.
Pascal. That's the guy that I used as a measuring stick for this fight.
Yo, my man.
He's tough.
Mo, so was it Pascal?
I'm not sure. He didn't make it clear. Who next?
We got TBV's People Champ.
TBV's People.
That's Brandon in Cincinnati.
Damn, you learning, champ.
Anybody that know me know I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman. One of the people's choices, one of the fan favorites, a guy that can galvanize this crowd such as myself.
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking. Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, what up?
What up?
What up?
Hey, yo, what's going on, fellas? Hey, Danny, happy Cinco de Mayo, my Mexican brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm going to be celebrating with you tonight. As far as this fight, I got Canelo winning by UD. I think it's going to be kind of a boring fight. It's going to look like a sparring match. Once Canelo figure out the jab and the timing of Bivol, he's just going to begin to walk him down, throw to the body. Win the fight fairly easily, similar to Danny Jacobs' fight, I believe. Not going to be a thrilling fight. And I've been pondering all week if I was going to actually buy this shit or try to find an illegal stream. But I guess I'm a big Canelo fan because I've decided to go ahead and buy this shit.
There we go.
But, yeah, that's my call, man. I got Canelo winning.
Appreciate
117, 111. Unanimous decision. That's my call. Y'all have a good Cinco de Mayo, brothers.
Appreciate it, bro. You as well. So
did we get to Sway, who said thoughts on Canelo Usyk at 201 weight, Bivol by unanimous decision?
Say it again.
Did we get to Sway, who said thoughts on Canelo versus Usyk at 201 pounds? And
yes,
he's also picking
yes.
Bivol by decision.
Yes, I did get to that. I sure did.
All right, we got 90 Wookie.
Yeah, I didn't get to that one.
Canelo all day. I'll get rid of.
Just leave it out there. I don't want it right now. I just don't like it. Yeah.
I'll get rid of all my balls if he lose.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
That is
where is that country? Look at that country.
I don't know.
He sent 2,000
of their currency.
Which is
that won? Is won the currency?
That's South Korea.
2,000 pesos?
Yeah, copy. Let's see.
Shout out to Korea. We got people all over the world. That's all I care. I don't care how much it convert to. I only care that you listening all the way in Korea.
Word.
Nice.
There we go. Shout out to you, Jim.
What did it convert to?
$1.58.
Yeah, almost like a normal $2 super chat.
There we go.
We can rock with that.
Keep on rocking.
Sway with another $1.99 super chat. He says Canelo still wants Spence to fight, but at 168, not 164. Hey, payday. You want payday? Come up, Jack. D Nice. D Nice got another $10 super chat. He says, Ness, you need to get 2 weed plants for the studio. Yeah, listen, but the problem is that they're gonna show pH deficiencies. It's not gonna be the right light. We won't have the right food. Someone really has to take care of it, or they look horrible very quickly. Believe me. Now, 2 fake weed plants, maybe, but then it's gonna be too much weed. We already got the sign over there that says it's 420 somewhere. Then we got the dispensary sign over there, and now we got a relationship with Haiding. So look, my man's wearing a shirt today. I'm wearing a hat today.
But remember when we
can't overdo it.
When we was over at High Rollers, they had some weed plants in their studio,
and they was looking horrible. That's what I'm saying. The first thing I told the dude, like, bro, these things are like suffering pH deficiency, super bad. Like, did you see how dry the dirt was? I doubt they even water in them things on the real.
Nah, they doing that for aesthetics. Yeah.
Well, he said that there was props, and the dude never came back to pick them up, but they were real props. But looks like we got Chuck Supremacy on the Cash App. He says Canelo by KO in the 9th, putting 100 on it today. Wait a minute. Let me check my bookie and use the code BETTBV. So if you go to mybookie.ag, where's my bet? Where's my bet? Well, I can't see. Oh, sportsbook. Here we go. Boxing. Then we got. You think they got prop bets already for Canelo? It's only what? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
It's Thursday already. I would hope so.
Where is it? I don't see it there.
A little over 48 hours out.
Where is it?
We're about 60. Yeah, about
Benavidez is a minus 1,600 over David Lemieux. So the under is a plus 220. So they don't believe he's going to knock out Bivol. Definitely not before 10.5.
So halfway through the 11th is the over-under.
Yo, we got a $10 super chat for Chuck and D Nice. They need 2 tickets. And the under is minus 270. But my man Chuck Supremacy said he's gonna put 100 on the 9th round, which, first of all, Canelo by knockout. If you don't even put it on the 9th, that's already plus money. See what I'm saying? They don't think it's gonna happen. Alvarez by knockout is a plus. Guess how much?
360.
225. But that was you're very pro Canelo. That's high to 360. But Canelo in the 9th, guess how much? If he knocks Bivol out in the 9th with the izquierda.
Plus 3,500.
Bro, you overvaluing Canelo and his abilities, man. Man.
How is that overvaluing?
Because you doing plus money higher, which means 100 would have gave you fucking $3,600, $3,500.
Right, so I'm actually undervaluing because it's less likely.
You're right. Yeah.
You're
right. You always
so check
right.
yourself.
Before you wreck
yourself. Check yourself, Mr.
9th round is actually, guess what? You said 3,600. They said 1,800. So you put 100 using the code BETTBV. Obviously, you'll get 1,900 back. That's your 100 plus 1,800 profit.
Yeah. So
what rounds has he been getting the knockouts in?
Late.
Like
11.
11 was plant. 11 was plant.
Billy Joe was 8. And then Yildirim was 3. Kovalev was 11. Fielding was 3.
A lot of 11s in there, especially for more durable champions. Yeah. So that's definitely late. So let's look at that one more time before other guests. They'll be walking in just a second. So Alvarez in the 10th is plus 2,000. 12 is plus 2,500.
What is
11 is $2,200. So you put $100, you get $2,300 back.
I mean, the 11th,
$2,200
the
profit.
11th is when he got Billy Joe and Caleb. Not Billy Joe, I'm sorry. Caleb and Sergey Kovalev are both in the 11th. Yeah. But we'll talk to Ak. We'll talk to Barack. We'll see. I'm gonna need. Yo, where's the box? Cause I need the thing.
Bruh.
Where the box at?
Why my man wants me to let him know where the stuff is
use
at.
it then.
What's up?
Gentlemen.
Guy.
Man, how you doing? Barack, what's up? Man, I hate that you guys had to come today. They broke down my studio, so we're in this temporary studio because we're going to San Diego to do a
watch party.
Oh, thank you for watching. Yeah, man.
Benavidez posted it's big out there.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's hot in them streets. Let them know.
How are you guys
Plus,
doing?
I pay attention. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
Pretty
How
good,
are you
thank
guys?
I'm phenomenal, man. I can't complain.
I know.
I don't know. My back is hurting. You know, my rent is late. You know, but you know what I'm saying?
I don't believe that.
I don't know, stuff like that. You know, if you really want to know. Nah, I'm good.
So what you guys got planned, man? You know, you guys definitely have been innovators in the game ever since you got into this position with Dazn. You've gone on outside that box, or should I say squared circle, with your interview style and just your interaction with the fighters. And I'm bringing this up specifically because I do remember an episode where you guys took Canelo shopping, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm assuming you got something planned, or is this fight too big because he is stepping up in weight and fighting a pretty big man in Dmitry Bivol?
Well, yeah, I mean, something like that would be done earlier on in camp. You know what I mean? Like whenever we would do stuff outside of the box, it wouldn't be on fight week. But because that was before we were doing a daily show, which is way more time consuming, and we were doing a weekly show once a week in 2018, so we had more time to travel and do shoulder content like that. Now, like the daily show is focused, and the 2 live shows we do on fight week in the fight city. The zone fight or not, if it's a big fight enough, the Dazn Boxing Show will do a show on Friday after the weigh-in and before the fight. So that's the focus now.
How's that been for you guys, going from, you know, kind of like once a week, like you said, to now every single day?
Well, listen, we started every single day on SiriusXM and Dazn.
Okay.
So basically, you got 3-hour live show. 3-hour live show every single day, 15 hours a week. We talking boxing.
Nice.
So if we could do that, we could do anything. That's how I feel, because it's like boxing is such a small sport in America. You know what I mean? And it's doesn't seem like you could talk about 15 hours straight of interesting content, but we were able to do it. So now it's like everything else seems so easy to us.
No, it's so much out there. I mean, boxing, I like to say it's like a soap opera, man. There's so much drama left and right. There's always a headline that can definitely be at least a topic, or if not hold its own show.
No, you've been a master at that, at pulling shit out of thin air. Excuse my French.
No, you
and doing a show for as long as you do it live and on a daily basis. I mean, you obviously can relate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's a little tougher maybe for us because we don't necessarily touch certain topics.
Okay.
True,
you got to stay Dazn only?
No. It's just that I said topics, meaning there's certain things about fighters that we know, but we don't want to talk about. You know, because we don't like to promote certain things. You know what I mean?
True.
We don't like to promote negativity just because we love these fighters. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't going to talk, even though it's a hot topic, and we might know the inside. But
like what?
But we ain't talking about
what topic you stood away from?
Yeah, exactly.
No, just a lot of stuff that you touch on, or a lot of platforms touch on, meaning like for us, a sound bite.
You heard him. He just said what topics we didn't touch on.
No, which ones you stood away from?
No, like we supposed to say it.
No,
we stood away from.
But
for
there's
a reason.
nothing wrong with that. There's room for everybody. Like it's not that important for us to put out a clip that gets a lot of views. Like it's more important to cultivate a good relationship. That doesn't mean that we don't express ourselves. I mean, we debate with fighters on the show. We speak our minds when it comes to, you know, how a fight is going to play out. Even fighters that have become friends. That's very different than touching on certain personal topics.
Yeah, like personal topic. Like if it's some personal business that a fighter is dealing with, I don't care about that. To talk about it on air. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? So we try to attract people to boxing.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times talking about whether somebody got locked up or, you know, or whatever case they're fighting, whatever, that ain't gonna help. You know what I'm saying? So that's just not our lane. You know,
Not that there's anything wrong with it. Somebody has to cover it, right?
Yeah.
It's just not our lane.
Oh
That's
no,
all.
a million people gonna cover it.
Pretty much every news.
Everybody gonna cover it.
Every
yeah.
news publication, every YouTube channel. Listen, I mean, I feel like you got to talk about it because you know, whether athletes want to. I know a lot of them have taken different stances, but they're a role model regardless if they choose to be or want to be. So what you do is always going to be, you know, publicized and depending what it is, you know, glamorized or, you know, scrutinized, you know. So they got to tread lightly because people are always watching. It's like us now. Like I was talking to Giandra, and she's like, man, I went back and scrubbed my whole Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, should I do that? Like, is there something I said? You know what I'm saying? And I know I've said.
Oh, maybe so.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
I know I've said, but it's like, this is where we are. That everything you do say, every action you do, like, yo, oh my God.
You don't regret anything that you've ever said?
I regret things that I've done, but
I'm talking about said on a YouTube show, on whatever, at a fight.
Nah, man. Honestly, the relationships I've lost in this sport, it just comes down to the fighters being sensitive, man. Because I've never. We gonna stay away from.
Oh wait, you want to stay away from?
I mean, I'll give you one. You give me one.
I just did that because of you.
I give you one. You give me one. No, I'm just saying they sensitive. Like you know, if you can't make a pay-per-view prediction in this game, then you know, like what the fuck am I allowed to do?
Prediction. Be specific.
All right, so listen, I'll give you one. One time it was Adrian Broner back in the day when he had got shot at, you know what I'm saying, got arrested or whatever. And he came to the studio. That's when we was on thisis50.com. So we had a long talk with him, me, Ak, 50 Cent, and somebody else, I think his manager or something. And it was what's that kid's name?
6'4".
6'4". Yeah. So we all had a long talk, maybe 2 hours. There's no way we was going to discuss that because who cares? We talking about boxing here. And he was like, nah, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? But that's something that we would have stayed away from. That's something that we talk about to him personally. Like, hey, maybe you need to stop doing this. Or maybe you need to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself out of this kind of circle and stuff like that. And that's the way we'll talk to these fighters. But when we get on air, we're going to talk about what you want to talk about. What's going to help your career and what's going to help you in your life. You know what I mean? And nah, I ain't saying that you don't have to talk about. Everybody's gonna talk about it. You do anything wrong, or they gonna jump on it. But that doesn't mean everybody has to. That's all.
No, you right. I give
you next.
Yeah,
you next, Ness.
What? Oh, what
you
the
got?
situation?
I just gave you one.
No, I mean,
Who's
I gave you mine. Earl sensitive, man.
To what? Though? To what?
Because like he has a problem because I did an interview with Ken Porter like 10 years ago about his pay-per-view prediction for Mikey.
It definitely wasn't 10 years ago.
Yeah,
it was about three
obviously
years
I'm
ago.
exaggerating.
Three years
No, but we don't know you exaggerating.
Come on, we all know when Mikey fought. And you sure
once you said that,
ago?
March 2019.
Wow. So 3 years ago.
Okay, what was your prediction? What'd you say?
It was March 16th.
So you got to understand. See, it's context, right? It's context. Like someone, a mega fan might have clipped out just my number,
right?
And there's no context, you know. The context to that conversation with me and Ken Porter is like, as boxing fans, we understood that Earl was going to win that fight. Yeah, there was a bunch of people that wanted to see it.
This show was a bunch of people saying that Mikey could outbox him too,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
So there were so many people out there that were saying that they wanted to see it or that believe Mikey seen something. I was just of the very small fraction that believed that Earl is as good as he's been showing you guys back then. So to me, that was a sham. Like,
what was a sham? The fight?
Yeah.
What is a sham?
Well, I guess it was a sham because in people's minds, he's much bigger than Mikey. But Mikey was one of the best fighters in the world.
But he had no business in that ring.
Why? Because of size?
Because we knew the outcome.
Well,
That's
Canelo shouldn't be with Bivol.
And in retrospect,
Canelo's a little guy.
But we know Canelo's gonna win. We'll be here Sunday.
How do we know that?
Bruh, we'll be here Sunday talking about how he won.
I hope so, but we don't know that.
But the betting line knows.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
They're right for a reason.
As Canelo's moved up, he's been able to show like. I'm that guy in whatever division I'm in.
But that's super specialness.
But hold on though.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm being chastised for that. For believing that you're so
saying
good.
that Mikey's never shown that he's special.
Yeah, no, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying that forget how good Mikey is. We going too deep into it. The fighter shouldn't be even thinking that far. I'm saying you so fucking good that fight ain't what people saying to me.
So wait.
I knew you was about to wipe him out. I knew that's what I knew.
So I guess.
So I'm like, I'm thinking there was more people out there like me.
Yeah.
So there wasn't going to be 48,000 people in attendance. There wasn't going to be 345. Because I thought there was more people like me that believe, man, that dude's too small. The same way we thought Rigo was too small. I just roll with Rigo because that's my man's. But Rigo moved up fucking...
What, Lomachenko?
Yeah. He moved up 2 divisions. He been inactive. Like,
I still thought Rigo could win that, though.
and I picked him.
Yeah.
But I always had a thing against Lomachenko. I picked fucking the Jamaican.
Nicholas Walters.
Yeah, but see, there was probably a whole lot of people who said, Lomachenko's just going to beat this guy. The same way you're saying, Canelo's going to beat Bivol. But look what happened.
No,
I would have never thought. On paper, wasn't that a beautiful matchup, though?
Which one?
What?
Rigo and Loma.
No.
Whether he's small or not. Okay,
yes, it was.
Yes, because Rigo's weight.
Gold medals. Nobody, people, the hardcore boxing fans weren't excited about that fight.
Rigo was much smaller than Donaire. Donaire was supposed to tear Rigo's head off.
Nah, that's not true.
He was supposed to tear Rigo's head off. Donaire was the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, but remember that Donaire started his career way lighter than Rigo.
It doesn't matter. He was still bigger
at that time, he was bigger.
Still way bigger.
I was there live. I don't know, but I was there live. He was huge. Rigo was small.
I was on record picking Rigo, but that's also why I picked Rigo going into the Loma fight. I wanted to believe he was going to have that magic that it needed to beat Loma.
That's what I'm saying.
But he was the underdog, you know, and unlike that Earl Mikey fight, you know, I gave Rigo a shot. I never gave Mikey a shot. I knew, man, we seen what he did to Algerian. I'm not saying Algerian.
That was special.
Exactly. And he's big. He's big. I've been in his camp. I watched him spar a fucking heavyweight. So when I say, you know, nobody's dumb enough to, like, we know what's going to happen. That's how I said that prediction. It wasn't
check it out. That's inside information.
I'm wishing him, I'm wishing that his numbers don't do well. He only going to do 50,000.
So you said the fight was a sham. People aren't going to watch this. That was your prediction.
So you know what that does to the public? They say, well, you know what? I'm not going to watch that. And that's why fighters get offended. That's all.
I hear you, but he knew they threw him a gimme to boost him up. He knew it, I knew it, Al knew it, so why you getting mad? Like, you only got Mikey to become a pay-per-view star. You ain't get Mikey because he was going to beat you. You got Mikey because they knew they could use him to make
Mikey wanted to fight him, though. Mikey wanted to fight Errol. And Mikey, he has shown greatness. He moved up in weight classes.
Yeah, but
Mikey was calling him out.
So why we arguing? It's 4 people in here that watch boxing. None of us picked Mikey, so we all saying the same thing.
No, but boxing is... You've never been shocked from an outcome of a fight.
Andy Ruiz, Buster Douglas, those type of.
It's happened. It's the theater of the unexpected. So we can say Errol's going to win this fight, but it doesn't mean it's a sham. Mikey thought he could win this fight. There were plenty of fans out there that thought Mikey was the better boxer.
Bruh, just because it's fans that think don't mean they know.
But that's what sells a fight. That's what makes the fight.
And that's what I'm telling you. This was his catapult fight. That was his trampoline.
But that's not his fault. That people believe Mikey can win.
And it's not my fault that I don't believe Mikey can't win.
And it's also not Errol's fault that he gets called out. He was never going to call out Mikey Garcia.
Okay.
Mikey Garcia called him out, so you know what he did? Obliged.
Exactly.
Yeah. He never said Mikey's name ever. So why is that a gimme?
And what's that called on the basketball court? Taking tack on a dude. So all I'm saying is what we saying.
It's called smart. It's called brilliance.
Listen, and that's why y'all still got a relationship, because y'all phrase it that way, and I phrase it the other way, but we still saying the same fucking thing.
No, but you know what? I phrase it the way I would want it to be phrased for me. That's how.
But Errol,
just respect any man. You know what I'm saying? I phrase it the way I want people to talk about me.
But I'm not disrespecting him by telling my audience that fight isn't Crawford.
No, but
that fight isn't Ennis.
No, we'll say that too, but we won't say that this fight is a sham because you got to give Mikey a shot as well. You got to give
based off what?
Because that dude was one of the best
undefeated.
fighters in the world. He was
undefeated.
Floyd is smaller than all his opponents.
He never fought at welterweight.
I get it. And Manny Pacquiao never beat a 154-pounder until he did it.
No, he never won at welterweight till he beat Oscar.
Listen, that's wrong. Manny Ben showed his specialness. That's what I'm saying. If you want to say,
so did Mikey.
And that's where we defer, because when I watch Mikey versus Salido, I watch the dude check out.
100%. I see that too.
So that's all we need to talk about.
Broken nose.
His heart ain't dead.
Broken nose.
His heart ain't dead.
But his skill set is there.
But it ain't show up versus Earl because his heart wasn't dead. Because if your heart dead,
that's not the part we're arguing.
If your heart dead,
that's not the part we're arguing.
If your heart dead, like it wasn't in the Salido fight, you gonna take that extra opportunity.
Why are we even talking about this?
I know, right? This is not really an argument. You understand?
Great debate. My last statement on this is, when you say it's a gimme, it is disrespecting Errol in a way.
How?
So listen, because you're making it seem like he knew, like this was a master plan. Like, all right, Al, give me this easy fight, so I can be a pay-per-view star. The dude was called out, and he made tons of money. They had
let me ask you.
Listen, because you're right. Because you're right that this is a gimme. Because you're right that this should be an easy fight for Errol. What we're arguing is that the reason why he felt disrespected. That's all we're saying. So we're not saying you're wrong. We're saying that he's disrespected for a good reason, because he's trying to feed his family and you're taking away from the fight.
That's not disrespect. That's not disrespect.
That's not
in his eyes. In his eyes,
that's not disrespect. Listen, journalists.
I'm gonna show you how they think.
Journalists get ridiculed for their writing every day. Coppinger gets disrespected every day for breaking news, right? So he'll say what's going to happen, and every fighter will disrespect him, and then when he said what's going to happen happens. No one apologizes, okay? So everybody who's in a field is open to criticism. Yeah. That's just part of it.
I agree with you. Can I just say something about fighters? I'm just trying to explain the mindset. I'm not arguing you about, whether you're right or wrong. I don't care. What I'm saying is that because these are the culture is black and brown fighters usually. He's a black fighter. You're a brown gentleman. He looks at you differently. That's how these fighters, they look at us differently. And you know that. You know what I'm saying? So because they feel like they can relate to you. So sometimes what we do offends them more than what a Coppinger does. Have you experienced that?
Nah, man.
I've experienced that. They definitely look at you differently. But
I think that's an unfair standard, because if they're gonna look at me differently, they gotta recognize that I came out the mud. They gotta also recognize that Coppinger's never visit them. Coppinger doesn't spend his own money.
That's the point I'm saying. That's the point I'm saying.
So they might consider you. I should be entitled to my opinion.
They might consider you more of a friend.
I'd rather sever a relationship than not be allowed to speak my opinion.
And I respect that, but they might.
An opinion.
Let me speak from their standpoint. Let me speak from their standpoint. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're explaining yourself. That makes sense. But what I'm saying is, if you've done those things that Coppinger has not done, go to their camp, befriended them, then they hold you to a standard of friendship. So they don't want to be disrespected by you. They don't want you to say negative things about their fight. They want you to say it in a respectful, nice way so that they can still make money.
An opinion,
and that's what they expect. They're your friend.
An opinion is not just an opinion if it affects your pockets, right? In my opinion, right? People, I get scrutinized all day on Instagram, on YouTube and all that. If it's something, and I don't care about it anymore, but if it's something that is going to affect my pockets, that's a problem. So you saying that a fight is a sham, this shit is BS, y'all shouldn't watch this nonsense.
Well, that's what
people listen to.
That's what you're saying, other words.
No, listen to. But that's not my literal, none of those were my literal words.
Why are you saying it was a sham?
That's the same thing.
Because I'm giving you the faster
If I'm a casual fan, I know this because I speak to casual fans, right? If a casual fan is listening to a boxing show that is a daily boxing show and is saying, this fight is a sham, he's going to tell his man like, yo, My man Ness from the Boxing Voice, he said that fight ain't I'm not paying for this.
Do you know
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Again, that's not what happened. It wasn't on the show. It was an interview that I did with
Either
Ken
way,
Porter.
it's out. It's out.
And I'm asking Ken Porter his pay-per-view prediction. You know what I'm saying? So he gives me a number and I give a number.
A low number.
A low number.
What was the number? You remember?
Crawford versus Postal number.
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, and what did it do?
325, 345.
Yeah.
So, and I could
they
be
proved you wrong.
But why?
Did you apologize?
And let me how when you so sensitive I can't even get to you. Now let me
the show.
Now let me
On the
explain
show.
the
On your
difference.
platform.
Now let me explain
Publicly.
the difference. Let me explain the difference, right?
Yeah.
Here's the difference. Adrian Broner, give me the year. Adrian Broner, Marcos Maidana, San Antonio,
2012.
Texas. 2012. I'm at the bar. The night before, Robert Guerrero is at the bar. You know, we drinking. I'm buying them Coronas. We picking right then and there. He is the trainer of Marcos. Nesta Gibbs is Nesta Gibbs. I'm picking Broner. I'm all in with Broner. I mean, we like this back then too. I'm all in.
Against who?
Against Maidana.
Oh.
Broner comes,
Maidana.
sits down. He's next to me on the fight on the hotel couch, and we just laughing at Robert, like big time laughing, like man, he about to smoke Maidana. Next day, it's on video. They beat the shit out of Broner. Robert runs to me. I told you, motherfucker. I told you. Ah!
Did he tell you?
Of course, he was picking his
The day
fighter.
before.
No,
he
I'm
said.
saying, did he tell you that?
Who?
Robert Garcia, because he
Yeah.
said, I told you.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
he
night
was just saying the
before-
night before they were drinking and
I
he
didn't
told
know
him.
Robert was saying that.
Yeah. So the night before, me and Robert drinking, then Broner comes in.
Oh,
He's talking
gotcha,
with us.
I'm
So
sorry.
now I'm really gassed up. Like, Broner. You know what I'm saying? Next day, Broner walking out. Robert runs up to me. My relationship ain't over Robert. I could go to Riverside. You know what he did?
What?
Give me 10 push-ups. Lets me in the back of the room. It ain't over.
You bust him out? You
Hell
bust him
yeah,
too, push
and
him
it's
out?
on
No doubt.
camera. It ain't over because I made a fucking wrong prediction.
Not
It's
everybody's
unfair.
like that, Nesson, you know
No,
that. Come on.
Not everybody is
Right,
fair.
right.
Not everybody is fair.
I
That's
seen
just the
Dan
bottom
Rayfield
line.
say that Canelo was going to beat Plant, and Plant said he didn't sever his relationship with Dan. He was just like, I'm going to show you.
Exactly.
But other fighters be like, F you.
Exactly. Why? Why I got a gangbang
Because
on a fighter?
We're all different.
No, man. No. We should be.
No,
Bruh,
we can't
that
say
is-
how we should be.
We can't all
say
be
how
the same.
human.
We
You can't say how a human
we
being
definitely should be preaching for
There's
people
good-
to be
no.
better human beings. Like you should not be segregated, blacklisted.
That's a very harsh judgment because I could pull out things about you that maybe I'm more disciplined in, and I can say, well, you should be doing this, bro. But I wouldn't.
And
do
that's
that.
a pickup. That's a pickup, especially from someone like you.
If it's in
My
a respectful,
audience
nice
knows-
way.
Listen to me.
If it's in a respectful way, because we friends.
I would hope that it is, and I know that it is coming from you. My audience know that it would be coming from you because I've spoken your name on this show a lot, and the type of man that
Man,
you
I
are. So I
appreciate
know
you,
if you
brother.
telling me
I appreciate
something,
you, brother.
which you have, which you have hit me up like, yo, XYZ, and I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
And it's a pickup. Like, I don't know where these dudes come from. I'm just saying, like, let's be real. Like, you got a problem with a dude, he corny, but you don't want to fight him. That shit don't make sense to me. It just don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole Earl Spence, Keith Thurman thing is like, you was 14-0. How do you take such a stance? But that shows his personality because you're taking a stance on Thurman that you're never going to fight him, that he's corny. You don't like him personally anymore because he didn't give you a shot when he had the opportunity at the Pacquiaos and the Mayweathers.
Yeah,
like, you got the opportunity now. Hold on, let me finish. You could go right next. Earl or Crawford not looking at Jerron and Virgil. Earl or Crawford not looking at Jerron and Virgil. Keith was not looking at Crawford and fucking Earl. He was looking at Pacquiao and Mayweather. So now you severed that relation. You calling him corny, so now all your fans calling him corny. This dude lost to only one dude, a legend, but he corny because you say so.
A close loss. A close loss.
Exactly.
Thurman versus Pacquiao.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, some people hold
No,
grudges.
I was just gonna say, like, regardless, at the end of the day, even if he did say that, can't nobody complain about who the fuck he fighting because he's literally fighting like great fight after great fight after great fight. Like,
Who we talking about here?
Errol.
Errol,
right?
that's
Okay.
what I'm
But
saying.
so
like-
was Keith.
No, and I'm not discrediting Keith, but what I'm saying, if Earl is saying that, it don't really fucking matter because at the end of the day, Earl is fighting tough fights.
That's a good
So
absolutely.
if he ain't giving Keith the fight, I don't give a fuck because the fight he is in, to me, is better.
Yes, that's
better.
a double standard.
But it's better. But the fight is better.
Okay,
it's better than that.
Yeah, I get you.
Yet that's a double standard because bringing it back to Canelo, Canelo's fighting great fights. He's actually fighting fucking champions.
Yeah.
But yet he's still ducking Charlo.
But who says that? Who says that?
Who says that?
I'm saying, no. I'm saying, who says that it has credibility? Who says that has real credibility in the sport?
Who says that knows the sport?
Who?
You see,
name one guy that has real credibility in this sport that there's opinion should be respected that says that.
See,
nobody.
I mean, see, I'm like
he's ducking the smaller guy.
I'm in tune with the streets, so I don't say that their opinions don't have because they're the fan. We're paying fans, like we're the fans.
But do you understand that sometimes?
Like right now, this fight ain't even free. I pay $100 a month for DAZN.
100 a year, you mean?
Yeah, so I can get
a month. Damn,
excuse me, a year, so I can get it for the 883. So I can get it for the 883. But guess what?
What?
Canelo ain't in that package no more.
I know, that sucks.
So it does matter who he fight, and the people that's complaining, it do matter to them because we're paying for that shit.
Yeah, it just become not affordable.
So you saying the casual fan that is paying for the subscription at DAZN say because they say he's ducking Charlo, it matters.
Okay, so I'll play devil's advocate because it's good to finally let's see if I can get this off my shoulder and let y'all have to do it, right? Because the truth is, right, my audience, I like to defend Canelo. I don't think he ducked the Charlo, but it's hard to do.
Charlo don't think he ducked him.
Charlo himself said on our show
that Canelo ain't ducking me.
He got to be politically correct.
That's wrong.
No.
When the hell is Charlo? No. Charlo doesn't have to be politically correct.
He knows.
He's almost never politically correct.
He know. He got to be. With Canelo, you get blacklisted. You don't want to be Demetrius Andrade. We all seen it could be done. We know it.
How about he just feels like Canelo's never ducked him because he knows what's really going on?
Okay, so what about the fact that
that's just a speculation? What you're saying?
Okay, what about the fact that he and his brother were champions at that division, and Canelo at 54? You're the almanac of the show.
Why are you playing devil's advocate? When you already explained why Canelo ain't fight guys.
Because like I said, it is hard.
Yeah.
It is hard. Why didn't he fight Demetrius at 54? Why instead he waited for Demetrius to vacate?
Why are we talking about
Liam?
Canelo not fighting Demetrius and not saying Charlo fight Demetrius?
Yeah.
Why are we pointing out one guy? Like they never fought nobody.
Well, I like to say that too. That's my defense. But
like everybody should just fight everybody. But we talking about Canelo.
One guy.
Like Canelo.
We still talking about Canelo at 154.
Listen, Canelo is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who he didn't fight.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer. It doesn't matter who he didn't fight. But those other guys are good fighters, but not Hall of Famers yet. So let them fight each other.
But that's our answer is like, yeah, he didn't fight Demetrius, but he fought XYZ. Yeah, he didn't fight Jamel or Jamal, but he fought XYZ. But what is the real answer? Why didn't he fight Demetrius, Jamal, and Jamel?
Is it? Do we think? All right, let's just talk about the eye test. All right, you said about Mikey Garcia. He showed that he was, he gave up in the Salido fight. I think he had a broken nose. Do you think Canelo's like that?
That he could give up?
No, that he's scared of a fighter. This guy is going against Bivol, who is a really.
But you could be.
He's really a 154 pound
You could be
frame.
threatened by a style.
No.
He fought Lara. He fought Lara.
Yeah, how long ago?
Lara is
he's a better fighter now. He's a way better fighter.
Would he become a sucker?
But how long
he become a sucker after that?
But how long ago?
Yo, how about this? How about this? Canelo's already won titles at 68 and 75. Why are we still talking about who did he fight at 54?
Because those are the guys
wait. In the meantime, hold up. In the meantime,
avoided.
Hold on.
That's the word you
hold
use.
On.
Avoided.
Barack
divisions.
Yeah. And in the meantime, in between time, right?
All right.
As he been chasing greatness and legacy, and I love all those guys. How many of those guys have fought each other?
They don't got the money.
What?
They don't got the money behind them.
You mean to tell me that Eddie Hearn didn't offer Charlo to fight Andre Andre $7 million?
He ain't gonna be able to talk later.
Come on,
And you mean to tell me that you don't know that Charlo has got a fucking Showtime contract? He can't take it. But why don't you say now on air that Demetrius was offered by Espinoza the same fight on Showtime, but he decided to re-sign like fucking Crawford.
I'm not defending Demetrius, Andre. We talking about Canelo. We talking about Canelo.
I'm defending Charlo. You said why Charlo ain't fighting Andre. I'm telling you why, because he's got a network.
I'm not saying that Charlo wouldn't fight Canelo because I don't think he would not want that fight. He has a team in place that he respects, and
Charlo wants certain fights.
I don't agree with you.
Biggest super middleweight
I don't
on
agree with you.
Instagram. Biggest super middleweight on Instagram.
Somebody don't like Charlo here.
It ain't that I don't like Charlo.
So you don't think Charlo?
I call motherfuckers bluff.
So you don't think Jamal will fight Canelo if he had the opportunity to?
I don't think he'll fight Benavidez if he had the opportunity. You can't post on your Instagram you're the biggest super middleweight in the world. You can't post on your Instagram that you're going to be the one to beat Canelo.
He's not a super middleweight.
But that's what he posted.
So
that's what I'm saying. You can't post on Instagram that you're the biggest super middleweight in the world. Then when Benavidez want to fight, you talk about, let's do a catchweight. Oh, I'm not really a super middleweight.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because he's not a super middleweight.
So then why are you saying you are?
What are you talking about?
That's
he's
what I'm
saying
trying
Jamal
to tell you.
said he's the biggest super middleweight
in the world.
I never heard him say that.
That's something I never heard him say. I didn't know he said that.
So my motto is, I stalk all the fighters, so y'all ain't got to. You just come here and I tell you.
You stalk all the fighters?
I'm on everybody's social media. He posted it on his story and he put the caption, biggest super middleweight in the world. He was in the ring, Ronnie Shields' gym. We got screenshots. I would just have to find it because obviously they delete shit.
I believe
he said it. But when it comes to Benavidez, he won a 64 catchweight. He won a vaccine. He said they can't fight him till he turned 25. Now he need to get a belt. So you big enough to fight?
Kind of like Triple G when he was going to fight
Ward?
No, when he wasn't going to fight Ward, but he was going to fight Chavez at 165 or whatever,
and Gilberto.
But if you talk to them now, they'll tell you that they wanted to fight with Ward. So who knows what the truth is sometimes.
No,
but it looks that way.
No. History repeats itself. You said the truth. The truth was what you originally said.
Yeah.
He didn't want to fight Ward, but he was willing to fight Chavez and Gilberto. It's always going to be like that. I'd rather fight the Mexican. He's going to bring more money. It's more marketable. It's easier to sell. We'll fight
what's
him
wrong
later.
with that?
So
what you mean?
I'm saying that makes sense, right? This is a business as well.
I mean,
and that's what Canelo's been doing. He's been chasing that money, but he's been chasing the legacy and the tougher fights.
And that's what the fans have been saying, that for 3 divisions, the Charlos don't make business sense?
Everybody that I asked, all the boxers that I've asked, I said, what's a tougher fight for Canelo? Is it Bivol or is it Charlo? And they all say Bivol.
No, and I hear you because our mind is going to gravitate to that because he's the bigger man.
Yeah.
He's the bigger man.
Not only that, and because of his
they're
style.
both undefeated. They both didn't really fight any great fighters.
But no. I think Bivol has a stronger resume.
I said great fighters. I said they haven't fought great fighters. Yes, I like both of their resumes, but they haven't fought great fighters yet. That's all. Bivol fought a champion and beat him up every single round. He got clipped one time. You know what I mean? I think Bivol is the hardest fighter at 175 pounds.
Even harder than
I was about to say
Beterbiev.
175th Street.
Nah.
Even harder than Beterbiev.
I mean,
yes,
harder,
that's my opinion.
Harder in the sense of what, like a difficult,
just stylistic,
stylistically.
I'm not saying Bivol
we know who
is
punches
as tough
hard.
as Beterbiev.
No, I was just making sure.
It's the easiest style for Canelo to tee off on.
Yeah,
Beterbiev, and if obviously the guy is a savage in the ring, but stylistically, there's no way that he's harder than Bivol for Canelo Alvarez.
Just to connect shots. That's all we're saying. Now, if he hits Canelo, will it be more dangerous than Bivol hitting him? 100%.
Probably.
Beterbiev is a monster, but he's there to be hit. That's all.
Definitely there to be hit. I'm sure you guys was there. I was there in Chicago when. Who the fuck?
Yeah, we all picking Canelo.
Callum Johnson.
He's so dangerous, and no one's picking him. And and Bivol is like, oh, he's more dangerous than Charlo, but we're all picking Canelo here.
But wait a minute. What would you pick against Canelo and Charlo?
I'm always gonna pick Canelo.
So what do you?
All right, then. So what are you saying? Because the guy's a favorite. Because the guy's a favorite, that means that his opponent isn't.
This is an incredible. If Canelo wins, this is superstardom. This is incredible, bro. Canelo is a 154 pounder. He's a very little guy. He's barely taller than
very small
Floyd Mayweather. He's 5'8", bro. He's a little tiny man. Little tiny man fighting a man that's 75, 175, who's taller than me, who walks around probably 195. You seen him the other day, Ak? He's big. And he could box.
Yeah.
Kovalev was boxing Canelo and keeping him from the outside.
It's a dangerous fight.
Now, I know those judges was whatever. I had Kovalev up. I think Bivol got fresher legs, and I think he could do a better job than Kovalev. That's a tough damn fight.
And I still got Canelo.
I agree that he can do. We were just going back and forth because it's like Canelo's been getting him out in 11, and obviously
he barely got first round knockouts. That's early in his career. He's a guy. He got a lot of 11 round knockouts. A lot, maybe 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. He breaks you down. But you know what? You're very close to losing. You're very close to losing.
A lot of people had him down. Obviously, you said the Kovalev fight. A lot of people had him down in the plan fight as well.
That's
I didn't have him down in the plan fight. I didn't have him down in the
And I know people have said that.
I didn't have him down in those fights.
I think I did.
Well, you know what? Wait. I might be wrong.
Watch this.
I might be wrong. I don't remember counting rounds.
The entire BT commentator staff had plan up.
You know what?
I think I
don't want to say what I had,
but
because
I'm
I don't
biased.
remember. I don't remember. He said I'm biased.
Yeah, Plant was my man.
No doubt.
I was.
I know Plant was doing very well. I don't remember counting
So
rounds.
you thought he would win the fight?
No, I bet money, and I was fucking.
That he would make it the distance.
Yes, I was advising him. We thought he was gonna make it the distance. I mean, let's be real. Plant is got some soul in him.
That boy could fight.
And the biggest issue in that fight was Canelo. He adjusted. You know, it was so crazy to see that video of Floyd Mayweather Sr. teaching I don't know who how to defend the shoulder roll, and then you realize somehow maybe Canelo got that, or Reynoso realized that was the code breaker, because he was attacking like Mayweather Sr. himself is telling you, attack the hip.
Yes.
Attack the hip. And that's what the fuck he was doing. Attacking Plant's hip, his back, everything. So eventually Plant was hitting him with that Mayweather shoulder roll. He was looking good in the first, let's say 6 to 7 maybe.
Right.
But he's slowing down now because you're taking those things away from him, and Canelo, he's an animal.
I mean, that's why he's proven how great he is.
But he still ain't finding a slick black fighter. He's staying away from that, just like Floyd did, just like everybody did. Everybody avoided Purnell. Everybody avoided Floyd.
You said that you don't like that Mikey fought Spence, and you said that Spence was going to beat him. But if you say also that Charlo was going to lose to Canelo, why do you really say stuff like that? Why would you say a slick black fighter? Is Charlo a slick black fighter?
Even slick.
He's not a slick. Charlo's not even a slick black fighter.
He looked pretty slick in the.
Nah.
He's not.
You gonna tell me he ain't look slick in that Derby and Chen, just catch.
That's not slick.
You know who's slick? You know who's slick? Pernell Whitaker is slick.
That's not slick.
Floyd Mayweather is slick.
That's different.
Slick means you're slick means because he's weaving shots. You're making you miss, not blocking shots. Charlo blocks shots.
Yeah.
That's not slick. That's blocking shots.
When you catch and shoot, that's slick to me.
No,
that's
not slick. Slick is movement.
It's like
slick is making you miss.
All right.
Slick is making you miss.
You're going back and forth because you're against Charlo. Now you're saying Canelo doesn't want to fight it because he's black and slick.
You are the devil. You play devil's advocate against yourself.
I'm giving you what my audience tells me on a daily basis.
No, but you're saying if it's coming from your perspective. At least
we ain't talking to the audience. We talking to you.
Because I
ain't come here to talk to your audience. I came here to talk to you.
That side.
Jamal Charlo himself.
So you faking right now?
Jamal Charlo himself.
Giving you the
I don't know what the fuck going on. I know Charlo ain't fucking slick. That's all I know.
Listen,
he's a good fighter.
No, he's a really good fighter.
That's not slick.
But he's great. But he himself off the record, not on the air, being politically correct.
You can't say what he said off the record.
Listen. Off the record, he doesn't feel like Canelo is ducking him.
That's all.
If the man himself knows the business, knows the conversations that are going on, is telling us, nah, he ain't ducking me. If he's saying it on the air and off the air,
I don't know.
how can you feel that he's
while fans are saying Canelo ain't fighting a slick black fighter, you know what fighters are saying? Those slick black fighters are saying? Canelo's special.
They gotta say that. They don't want to
to themselves.
So tell me.
I'm saying
you see what happened to Andre?
Hold on, Barack. I'll do you one better.
I'm not talking about publicly.
Barack.
What's up, brother?
Tank Davis doesn't need
the slickest blackest fighter.
He's not gonna fight Canelo.
A little yellow though.
Maybe.
No. if Tank and
What was the
Shakur-
question? What was the question?
No, he said he's worried about he's worried about people being blackballed like Andre and stuff.
Yeah.
Those guys aren't gonna fight Canelo.
Yeah.
They're saying it.
Yes.
Canelo's their favorite fighter.
I think Gervonta's one of the best fighters in the world. And he's a slick fighter.
But if you interview anybody,
would you agree that he's a slick fighter?
I don't know about slick.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Slick
Movement. Slick as movement.
Javante.
You remember he hurt his hand? He hurt his hand in the 10th round. And out-slicked him the 12th round against Isak Cruz. Out-slicked
Javante's on hand.
I think he could box. I think he's a great boxer.
He's quick and slick.
And he got power.
He's one of the best fighters in the world. On our pound for pound.
I thought that fight didn't he have a puffy eye in that fight? I thought you had
you get hit. Floyd had a bloody nose. Big deal against Cotto.
Yeah, but bloody nose and a swollen eye.
It's really about
one punch. That can happen with one punch.
Floyd don't get marks on his face for whatever reason. That's genetically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he get touched.
Danny get the marks on his face.
Who that?
Garcia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he gets
marked
he gets
up.
scarred up. There's a lot of fighters out there that get marked up.
Marked up.
But with
he
all
be
that,
winning and get
just
marked
before
up.
we leave this conversation, I think that Jamal Charlo is a hell of a fighter, and he would be a threat for any of those guys. For Canelo, for Benavidez, for Caleb Plant. Those are real fights, real competitive fights.
Why you think he don't want that Benavidez fight? Because that's his own pay-per-view.
I mean,
that's his own lane. All of a sudden, you fight Benavidez.
If he said on his social media account, "I'm the biggest 168," then you got to hold him accountable.
Oh, I do.
But if he never said that, and which I did not know, I never hold him accountable for not fighting.
But did you hear him say, "I don't want to fight Benavidez"? Have you heard that?
Bro, have you not been hearing
No,
all
I'm just asking that question. Just tell me.
It's the energy. It's the energy.
No, but I'm saying, have you heard him say, "I don't want the Benavidez fight"?
No, I heard him say, "I don't fight dudes
nobody.
under
That was
25.
years ago. That was years ago.
I'm not fighting him till he get vaccinated."
That was literally years ago.
I'm not fighting him at 164. I mean, I got to fight him at 164.
How long ago were those statements?
Man, the most recent statement is, "You broke."
Nah, but check it out. The smaller guy, it's okay.
Which
for
is
the
crazy.
It's okay for the smaller guy.
That's why they don't like me, Barack. That's why they don't like me, because I'm here to remind them, right? So
no, but Charlos didn't like you for like 10 years.
Charlo is telling Benavidez and them, "Oh, you broke," because he don't want to fight them. But when Daniel Jacobs didn't want to fight Charlo, and he said, "You ain't touching M's," it was different. You know what I'm saying? So tables turn, just like Cotto. Cotto didn't like what Pacquiao did, but he turned around and did it to Canelo and put him in the catchway. These dudes, they wait till it's their turn to be the A side to then get diva-ish.
Yeah, I think
diva-ish.
I think people got a lot of grace for themselves when they're in a situation, but when they looking at somebody do it, they can call it out in a second. It's just like, I'm gonna give you an analogy. You was talking about Spence and Thurman earlier. If you've been grinding for a long time. I remember when I first met you, brother.
I forgot who I told that story. I think it was Giandra.
What?
When we first met.
We first met. There was some tension. There was some tension going on.
That's when you first met him. But when I first met him.
Yeah, because I think me and you met when it was Ock and Hitch. I met you, I believe, in the studio.
I thought it was in Atlantic City.
That's when we was doing stuff for World Star Hip Hop.
You was with a Caucasian lady at the time.
I walked up to Barack like
you were still working. You were still working, like driving or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And before that, I think it was before that.
When I first met him, he was popping smack like, "Who these dudes with these green passes? Who the hell are these dudes?" Because it was about 2 or 3 of us. And
I don't think I was popping smack. I went right up to you.
No, you ain't go up to me. You was you was in front of me.
No. Don't act like you came to us.
No, you ain't
go to me, Barack.
We're in Brooklyn.
You wasn't
I'm a monster, my man.
No, you did.
Barack, you weren't there.
I was about to say, nobody stepped to me.
What happened?
No, it was him.
It was me, Hitch, and somebody else.
But, and I did walk up to you. I'm like, yo.
No.
Yo,
you
I ain't going front. I ain't going front. Who asked
the best
Who asked the best questions during the press conference? I ain't going front. I ain't going front his nest.
Listen. It wasn't a press conference.
Let me get the story up, because you misunderstand me.
No, let me remind you. Let me remind you.
First of all, I was telling the story. Y'all took off.
All right, you can go. I'm telling you my perspective on the first time I met him.
I really want to hear it.
And it's a long, listen.
It sounds like he's still mad at you, Ness.
Nah, I'm not mad. I'm proud of him and this journey.
Amen.
And to give you a real perspective, I'm not new to this sport. I was new to being, I guess, a quote-unquote boxing journalist or analyst, whatever you want to call me. I wasn't new to the sport. I just showed pictures I just posted a picture recently of me with the Whitaker at the Garden, Whitaker Trinidad with a credential. Way before you thought about being a boxing, anybody thought. So I've been in the sport, but Nessa had already been grinding as a YouTuber with a camera. I was new to it. World Star gave us an opportunity to cover the sport. I knew the sport, and for some reason, I don't know if it was de Blasio, somebody gave me access to get to a fighter, and Ness saw me walk by and was like, "Why? I never seen this guy."
Ness was hating?
Ness was hating. I never seen this guy in my life. Why are they pulling him in to ask these questions when I'm Ness, or I'm the boxing voice.
You would have said the same thing, though.
Listen,
I don't remember.
So he looked at me like this. I never forget it. He had the long stick with the camera. The long stick he used to, way before the Gimbo. He has a long stick like this.
The mono pad.
Taller than everybody.
Ness
long stick. And he looked at me just like this. So the camera could see me. The hell is this guy? And then after.
That's because he's been grinding. Who the hell are you?
Who am I? True. And after, he didn't come at me like, "Who are you?" He said, "Who do you guys work for?" He looked at my past like, "Oh."
He don't talk like that.
So it was
he was a little rougher than that.
No.
A little rougher than that.
It was respectful, but it was inquisitive. He wanted to know who the hell we were.
Hell yeah. And I'm like, who are you guys with?
That was
I think I was
more
I
there for that?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was.
I'm pretty
and
sure.
once he saw we was a worse, so all right, I can't compete with those numbers. But that was our first interaction. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, we're good friends now, and we've both witnessed each other's journey. And I'm proud every time I see you shining. And with Danny, I'm like, damn, I love
struggling.
it.
You done blew up, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a red car out there. I could only rent cars like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's because you flying around.
I can only rent cars like that. You know
it don't make sense to buy
That's because you're flying first class everywhere.
I don't have money like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Why have a car when you're always in the sky?
Let me go back to, is there anything you want to say about that?
Honestly, I do remember the story slightly different, just more like me saying like, who you guys with? More that.
Yeah.
I don't know about like
that wasn't the energy.
I don't think you said that.
I was more shocked, like, because I remember the story.
Excuse me, sir. Who do you be with?
I'm just
wondering.
We both gonna have a different story when it comes to that.
I pretty much remember like growing up being super shocked, like, yo, who you guys with? Because y'all got 3 credentials.
Yeah. It was me, Ock, and his.
And then he was like, nah,
World Star Hip Hop.
We were World Star and shit. I fuck with Q and whatever. And so he was still alive back then. And I'm like, wow, okay, y'all with World Star. Wow, now they in boxing. They're not seeing y'all ever since then. Every time.
Thank you.
You know, and I always say the story because I don't know when you told me. I don't know. I highly doubt it was in the first year we met, but I found out later that you had a manager. You know, so whenever someone brings you guys up, I'm like, nah, man, them dudes, they official. They came into the game with a manager, and y'all just been, you know, your journey is amazing. You know, from World Star. For those that don't know, from World Star to Hulu,
Sirius
XM, Dazn. It's great. This is 50.
And we give a lot of credit to 50 Cent too. This is 50. This is 50 in their whole office, G Unit, everybody over there. They introduced us to a different type of platform.
They gave us that platform.
And you know something else, I'm not gonna say that I learned it from you, but I definitely I'll say I'm following you because you had the bigger platform. So like, you know, you guys have invited me to your shows and on your panel, and that's what I'm trying to do. Whenever he's at a fight, I'll fly someone out so they could be a co-host, you know, to give that opportunity as well. Because when you guys were in series, you would call me and give me that opportunity. So
this is 50 everywhere because we should be family. There's a lot of money out there for everybody because that's what we're trying to do. Yeah. We're trying to make money in the sport that we love. But I think we should do it from a friendly perspective. We shouldn't be looking at each other like competition. Whatever I've accomplished in this game had no effect on you.
For sure.
No negative effect on you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you accomplished did nothing negatively to me. That's why I applaud everything that you do and everything that you get. You know what I mean? And I believe you do the same for me. You know, so that's why we had guys like Radio Raheem, Ellie Setback, everybody on our show. Like,
and people are caddy in this industry. A lot of dudes that are caddy. And one thing I can say for sure, and I'll stand by this 1,000%, whether Barack and I have disagreed with certain platforms on air, on an airwave or on TV, we've never said anything negative about any boxing platform. YouTube, other TV shows, ever. And that says a lot because I've seen it done in this industry over and over again. Whether it's, I
would never try
names.
to disrespect the man publicly, bro.
Never.
You know, I might have a problem with a man and I go to that man to his face. You know what I mean? But I would never disrespect him publicly. I want him to eat, no matter what he said about me.
Oh, and I wanted to point something out because I watched some of your show yesterday about the whole offer for Canelo with Spence and what's the guy's name? Brown.
Tom Brown.
Tom Brown. Talking about he kept calling DAZN an app, and I was watching. I was a little frustrated.
It is an app.
When and so is Netflix.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Are you saying app? He said app. Like
no, he's trying to throw a shot at the app.
Okay, I got you.
But I'll tell you one thing.
It's an app. Like Broner used to say.
Showtime, right? YouTube has like a 1.5 million subscribers. DAZN, and they started in 2007. 2007,
Showtime, yeah.
right? The Showtime Boxing. DAZN has 2.5 million in a couple of years. Showtime themselves, they have a streaming app. So does Amazon, so does Disney,
ESPN,
so does Stars, so does all of the major platforms. They all have streaming apps.
Of course.
So it's 2022. So that whole trying to throw shot at an app, you playing yourself and making yourself look old.
But let's talk about
let him do that. We shouldn't do that.
Let's talk about those numbers.
What was that? No, I'm not letting him do that. I just want to get perspective.
Yeah.
Everybody has an app.
No, absolutely.
They want to belittle it because
you want to belittle. And then he said that the plant fight uplifted the app for this fight.
Well, the promotion, because Canelo has been tucked away for 6 fights.
Why? Who says tucked away though? Because he's been on DAZN, that's tucked away.
Hell yeah.
So you don't know really how many people have been watching Canelo on DAZN, like globally.
Globally.
No. When I say globally, I'm including America.
Okay, but that's
it's part of the goal.
But that's the DAZN gimmick, though.
That's not a gimmick, though. It's not a gimmick.
Hold on, fellas. To say globally so that we could report 1.5, but how many people watch Tele Serrano in America? That's the number.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Matters.
I don't know why people care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care.
Because you can't compare American numbers. Like, I seen Eddie's interview. He's like, oh, we do better numbers than Showtime. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not here to compare. Like, everything is a paid subscription. Mm-hmm. Showtime is a paid subscription, but they've been around since we was kids.
Longer, that's all.
We've been around since we was kids, so DAZN ain't there yet.
The truth is,
so what?
No, but the truth is you are competing with Showtime. I mean, Charlo, he could Google it. He did
I said I'm not here to compare. I don't care.
No, but
Who cares?
They do from a competitive standpoint. The numbers, U.S. streaming for DAZN are very similar to U.S. streaming Showtime numbers.
And we fresh out the gate.
Exactly.
We fresh out the gate. Do you know how long Showtime was chasing HBO? Their whole career.
Yeah.
Their whole lifetime.
But for us, again, I'm in tune with the streets. Like, we're frustrated as Americans.
I don't know the streets. He keeps saying I'm in tune with the streets.
Because I don't know the streets. we got, like, you guys I know y'all take callers, but we got, like, chatters and shit from international.
We don't take callers anymore because we're on TV, so we don't take calls. But
now I know you in tune
Oh,
with the
wow.
streets.
When they stopped that?
No, we don't.
Because we're not on Sirius XM anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we stopped that about a year ago.
You don't watch our show. I know.
Yeah, you don't. I thought your ear was to the street.
Hear me out. Honestly, I watch your clips because the things y'all put on social media is more direct to the topic. So it's like you post you and Charlo and he says what I need him to say to make a title. Like all I need is a title and that soundbite to
And by the way, you got to, when you do that, make sure you shout out where it came from because one clip. No, one clip.
I know one clip. You told me about it.
No. I'm talking about recently. I'm talking about when Jamal, when Errol was on the show and talked about fighting Jamel Charlo. Like if he had to fight Jamel Charlo, you posted that, but you didn't mention it came from the show. But I didn't care. It was like I was being playful. I didn't care.
Nah, you gotta care though. You gotta care.
No, I don't.
You have to because he doesn't really care.
But I care.
It is no, and I do too.
I don't care.
I do. And if I did,
you care if you have some kind of expectation.
No, I have expectations from him.
If you have an expectation, you care.
I do.
No.
See, I'm different from you. He's my friend.
Yeah.
So
he's not my friend. He's not. I don't.
No, listen.
Look at that.
Listen, Barack. Nah, he's playing. But listen,
hey, bro, Barack, you want to swap seats?
listen. I have expectations from you. I have expectation for certain people. So from him, I'm always going to expect him to say.
And I get what you're saying because we know better.
Yeah,
we know better. It's different for a dude that just started. Like it's true, a share. Recognition that goes a long way. So I must have
acknowledgement.
I have that expectation, of course.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You would like that, but if it's not
but I'm not going to get upset at it.
I don't care.
I'm going to be like, oh, Ness dropped the ball here, but it's all good. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, you guys did start that. He did say he would fight Jamel.
Yeah, on our show, that was when he first said it.
Jamel's still kind of saying he don't want to fight Earl.
Yeah, but he heard that Errol said that, you know, we break bread together, whatever, because he mentioned it as well.
If the fight makes sense, they'll fight each other.
I'm with that, though. You don't fight your friend, though. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't never fought one of your friends.
What? If I fought one of my friends, it's a real fight, brother.
You can't.
I sparring? Because I fought martial arts for mad years.
Though, but for me, I grew up fighting.
Sparring, I sparred my friends, yes.
He's saying like have a fight.
I never
a real fight.
I never had a real fight with one of my friends.
Yeah, but then that's not your friend no more. You hurt them.
Oh, really?
How? Like, did you grow up with brothers? Like I grew up with like
6
uncles.
brothers, but I didn't grow up with them.
I grew up with like uncles and cousins. Bro, they was beating my ass.
Me and my brother sparred before.
Like, they made me a monster by training me. Oh, but it's not like we fought. I didn't fight my uncles. I didn't fight my cousins. I didn't fight my family. That's unheard of in my family.
But this is different. I mean? This is a business.
We fought everybody else.
First off, these two guys ain't brothers. They ain't grow. Errol and Jamel didn't grow up together.
But they love each other, though.
No, I'm saying.
Everybody trying to make us fight each other.
So let's get this money then.
No, I'm saying
they ain't gonna listen.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. I'm saying me. My perspective is more like Jamel Charlo. Like, nah, I'm not fighting.
No, I respect
the fact
that too.
They friends, just like when the people wanted the Klitschko's to
get this money, but I gotta hurt you for the money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
I don't want that.
It's gonna be more. It's gonna be
I don't love money like that.
It's gonna be more money because it's taboo. But we got a bunch of questions for y'all from the people.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to get to that before Nico Walsh Ali jumps in the studio. Let me see.
Oh,
luckily
nice.
for us, we put both names on the same post. So, pulling it up. I'm going slow. Akim Barak, here we go.
Are we filming this as well? Because I don't have a shirt on. And I just want.
No, I don't want people. You're being filmed.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're being filmed. First one is from David Maldonado, New York City.
I know David. Skip that.
Yo, and it'd be funny if you do because
I'm joking.
He loves talk radio.
Okay.
David Maldonado says, what improvements you see that an assistant trainer can work on with Teofimo being that he's about to fight Josh Taylor next? I don't believe that.
Bro, he ain't fighting.
That's not happening. So that's not even happening.
Yo,
what are we talking about here?
So hurt.
Yeah, I don't like to judge a fighter off one bad fight. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even want to say that. You know what I mean?
So you don't think he needs an assistant trainer at all? You want to see him like just him and his dad?
I say give him one more shot. Don't judge him off one. Of course, everybody can use another trainer. Everybody can learn something more different. But I say give him another shot.
I think the best version of Teofimo is a hell of a fighter and would give Josh Taylor hell.
He was dealing with a lot.
To his point. And I know this is cliche, but I just don't. That wasn't the typical Teofimo in there against Kambosos. I mean that's my judgment.
Yes,
that's because.
In fact, I think Devin Haney. And that's another topic.
His head got so big. That it fell off. Like he wasn't able to. He couldn't keep his balance, bro.
No, you know what it is too. Sometimes fighters go in there injured. Fighters go in there.
I heard he went in there injured.
Fighters go in there
chest, right?
No, it's not just. He had more than that, actually, for real.
No, some personal shit too.
Yeah, and he's going through it. He had an injury as well. But fighters go in there with injuries and they say to themselves, "I got to get this dude out because I'm a little messed up right now." You know what I mean? Like,
that's what you're saying. That's why he came out. I don't know if first round.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw in K.
It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be hard to agree with that when he put it out there beforehand, like Fury, that he was going for the first round knockout. See, Fury set around. I'm gonna take out Wilder. I'm gonna take out White. So we expected that. He put that expectation
pressure on himself.
Yeah, his father.
I mean, that's obviously what happened in the first round and the rest of the fight. That was the mindset. So I mean, I've been in the ring before, Barack's fought before, how that makes you feel, like how tired you will get, like trying to execute and put all that pressure on your back. You're not going to be your typical self in the ring. That's what happened to Teofimo. That's why I think Devin is going to beat Kambosos easily, in my opinion, because it just and so would Teofimo. And there's no disrespect to Kambosos. He fought the hell of a fight. I want to
clean that up.
No. Listen, I never shied away from giving my opinion. I just think that wasn't typical Teofimo. Yeah. But Kambosos,
that part I agree with.
Listen, Kambosos took advantage of that and won all of those straps.
Timing is everything.
I just think that Devin is not going to put that type of pressure on himself. He's not trying to knock Kambosos out. He's trying to systematically. He's systematically gonna outbox him easily.
He training harder than ever, he said.
No, he's training, bro. And let me tell you, that left hook looks crazy.
Now, listen, Devin is a monster. One of the best fighters in the world.
I can't believe he ain't knocking people out. That left hook looked crazy in sparring.
And if he wins in June, he's going to creep up on that pound-for-pound list. He's going to be on our pound-for-pound list after that fight.
Do you expect, what was the fight that just happened? It was like 11-1.
Shakur.
Do you think Devin can do something like that? And if he is an 11-1, 10-2 type of fight, does Kambosos still go for the rematch, or you think he pulls the rematch?
I mean,
he walks away.
Good questions. That's questions I asked him. Go ahead.
No, well, as far as him outboxing him like that, I think he can do something like that against Kambosos.
11-1, 10-2, or a straight shutout?
I mean, I don't know. You know. I think
easily.
No, I'm saying I think Kambosos can win rounds in that fight.
You say easily.
Not too many.
How many?
Not too many.
Look, you only got. He don't want to put him in a box. You don't want to say how many.
You lose if you win 5. So let's go 5, 4.
No. What I'm saying is that when you watch, in my opinion, and I'm not a psychic, watching that fight at the end.
People got to psych you while you make predictions.
Listen, Barack.
I'm sorry, I'm the worst.
Barack.
I'm the worst.
When you watch that fight, I think the narrative after is going to be, damn, Devin outbox.
Wait a minute, Shakur was 11-1? Yeah.
What?
I didn't count rounds. I was working with the
10-2 the most you could get at, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I scored 11-1.
I mean, what we watched after the Taylor fight, I don't see.
We on a laptop.
I didn't see Valdez winning the round.
Exactly.
I didn't see him winning the round.
But as far as the rematch, you probably tuned in after the third, which is the round he won.
But why wouldn't if Kambosos loses like that? Why would he pull out of a rematch if it's already on contract? Doesn't make sense.
No, I mean, I'll give you an example. What I'm saying is, Abner Mars pulled out of his rematch with Johnny Gonzalez after he got knocked out.
He got knocked out.
He got knocked out.
I know, but sometimes we walk away. Is all I'm saying. Sometimes
he's not walking away from another payday.
Julian Williams.
I mean,
I believe he had a rematch as well,
and walked away from Jason Rosario rematch
to get right. Yeah. But you know what?
He's not gonna walk away.
If Devin Haney beats him badly, that's the question I asked Eddie.
No, matter of fact,
he got another fight in Australia.
Jared Hurd walked away when Julian beat him.
Yeah.
People walk away, man.
He ain't walking away from that. In Australia, another rematch and another payday.
Yo, what do you mean? Think about it. Think about it. Hold on, think about it.
Yes.
Give it to him. Give it to him, baby.
Like, bro, y'all from New York, right? Why would you want your mama to see you get your ass whooped in front of your stoop twice?
For another check?
Yeah.
Twice.
For another big check?
My mama never saw that thing.
Neither did mine.
Thank God. You know
Let me get these questions. Oh, my God. Y'all too funny. Israel Weber in Oklahoma says, appreciate y'all very much. Y'all got my 70-year-old dad watching boxing again after years of ignoring it. When next in Oklahoma, lunch on me. Shout out to Izzy, who really does.
Wait. Who are you talking to? You or us?
You guys.
You serious?
When is he getting? When is lunch coming?
No, he just got to go to, and that's what I was going to say.
Oh, he said go to Oklahoma.
Yeah, whenever you're next in Oklahoma, and he really does buy people lunch if you actually show up to Oklahoma and look them up.
Unfortunately, ain't no fights in Oklahoma.
Nah, that ain't true. Y'all haven't been out there? Nah.
Top Rank has been
put Matchroom.
Yeah, I know, but Top Rank too.
Yeah,
they used
we only go out to the
Jeremiah
big ones.
Milton out there. We got Mr. Adore that says, appreciate what y'all doing appreciate what y'all bring to the zone, and I still miss that SiriusXM Daily Show. My question is,
bless you.
What did y'all think about the commentary during the Taylor Serrano? I thought McCaskill was great.
Didn't hear it. We were there live, so we couldn't.
I didn't hear it. I'm so sorry, but I heard. I ain't gonna say what I heard because that's corny. That's corny. Well, I mean, I got to hear it myself.
No, people were saying it's okay.
Nah,
people were saying
I thought Serrano won.
I did too, but I have to watch it again. I only watched it live. The energy was different. It's hard to score rounds when you enter the fight. It's hard to score the fight.
Katie looked beat.
I was an emotion.
Somehow, she looked.
But you got to count rounds. I don't know. But you got to count rounds. All right, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to give an analogy. Amir Khan versus Maidana. Who looked beat afterwards? Amir Khan looked beat up.
Yeah,
but he won that fight if you count rounds. He won 7 rounds to 5.
It was a bad
but he
ref,
was
though.
beat up.
I tried to score.
beat up.
I gave a man a 6 rounds to 4.
You
but
got to remember, it was Joe Cortez that got him the
Was
win.
it? I was there, but I don't remember.
Fake elbow point deduction. You know, Maidana flinched. Like, and he took a point. Like, what the?
You say who gave who to win? Khan?
Not Cortez. Cortez.
No, I know. But so you felt like that fight was close?
What?
Because I thought Khan washed Maidana outside of the round where he hurt him.
Nah,
bro, you wild.
It's like 7-5.
Second half of the
What?
fight.
7-5?
Yo,
Nah.
I don't know. I wasn't.
I was there. Down to 3 rounds. I don't care. I watched it.
I wasn't scoring rounds.
I watched it.
He said, I don't care. I watched it.
I wasn't scoring
3 rounds for Maidana.
Yo, that's supposed to mean something when someone be like, I was there.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Your anger was bad. I watched the whole fight.
I was there.
It was at 200 seats.
I wasn't 200.
I act like you was upstairs, but I was ringside. Fuck you talking.
I wasn't in the HBO gave me those seats. I believe it was HBO. Yeah, they gave me them seats.
Well, they weren't great seats evidently.
Nah, I was there, man.
I got La Duda, Claudio, who says, what cologne did you guys wear for Serrano versus Taylor?
She was there. Creed, baby, Aventus.
I don't wear cologne.
Really?
Yeah, and nobody's hugging me, so stop it.
I hug people.
Stop it.
I'm very friendly.
Stop it. Unless she just walked by.
She's a fighter, though. She's a fighter. She's a fighter. Yeah.
She was there?
I don't know. She didn't give us details.
God bless you, sis.
But she definitely
I'm
didn't
with
say
you.
what cologne.
I'm with you, though. I'll hug people.
I don't wear cologne.
Kiss babies.
Yeah, Danny got a whole new he got a whole new show now, right? So for the first time,
what?
Yeah, because we got a little budget. We sent a cameraman with him. And he just walked in with a coincidence.
Well, that's not the cameraman.
Let me finish my story. That's not the cameraman, but he was the one.
How you finishing your story for his show?
Well,
I'm the one bringing it up. So Madison was the one that, you know, from afar was able to see that there's potential for like some sort of pilot series with Danny because he's so popular. Like people coming up to him, fighters, you know, fans. And he had a cameraman, so they made a little collage and it looked good. So
kissing babies and hugging people.
He was doing it all, man. He was doing it all,
bro.
man.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
But we got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas, and we got to wrap it up. We got
All
Nico
right.
Walsh. We got Nico in the green room. We got James Valdez, San Antonio, Texas says, I always appreciate DAZN's production. Your program stays dope. Question: what's the weirdest thing that happened to you in the UK?
Weird?
I don't.
I can't say
That's a
anything.
tough on the spot question. The weirdest thing.
All right. So
all right. The weirdest thing is that people actually knew who we were. Like, but
That was
a
weird.
lot of people.
That was weird.
Because that was way back in the days when first time when we went. You talking about 2018?
We had only been on the zone for a couple
and then
of
we was
months
like,
at the
wait a
time.
minute, y'all watch boxing out here? The whole country
what
watch
you mean
boxing.
out here? The whole country watch boxing in the UK.
Here we walk the streets with fighters, go shopping with fighters and Gucci and all of that. And guess what?
Nobody knows.
A couple of people know them.
Yeah.
A couple of people know them.
I'm talking about the best fighters in the world.
Yeah.
I know.
So it's like,
Yeah.
damn, when we go out there, boxing is like Anthony Joshua is like Denzel Washington out there. So that was kind of
nothing
crazy.
weird
Oh my
happened.
God! Oh my God! Tell
happened?
me you seen that video of Anthony Joshua that everybody, you know, come
Which
on, you
one?
on social media. Don't act
Tell
like
me.
y'all ain't
I'm
seen
gonna
it.
tell the truth. Tell me.
Anthony Joshua. It's old, but they put the little sad music. Please find it. Somebody, you know what I'm talking about with Anthony Joshua and Floyd?
Nah.
Oh yeah, I watched it. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
Why they do Floyd like that?
was hilarious.
They didn't do him like that.
The fans did
No,
it like
the
that.
fans did.
Yo, you know why? Because
Joshua's that
Thank
big.
you.
That big over
People don't realize. To us, Floyd is that big.
Bruh.
Joshua's that big.
Joshua is such a. I feel bad I ever said anything to upset that man.
Because the way he was pulling Floyd in. Like, come on. Why y'all forgetting about Floyd?
Why y'all forgetting about my brother?
You see what I'm
bringing him
saying?
in.
I bet you some of those people didn't know who Floyd was.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
That's crazy.
They didn't.
Because if anybody would know that's Floyd,
But that's how AJ is. He's a good guy,
Joshua
bro.
literally told
He's a
one of
good
the
man.
dudes, like, yo, like
Yeah.
you could see he gestured like,
Yeah.
and dude's like, and just walked away.
That was bad.
That was crazy.
Joshua was like, y'all don't know. I know y'all like me, but y'all don't know who y'all standing
Yeah,
next to.
Floyd gonna get that video took down. I'm telling you. Last one. Actually, don't he fight today or Saturday?
Who?
When is that Floyd fight? I've been seeing a lot of promotion recently.
That's like the 21st or the 14th, one of them days.
I thought it was this weekend. It's
like the 14th or the 21st.
I felt like I woke up to so much promotion. All right, last one.
You know who he's fighting? You know that guy? Don Moore or something like that?
Oh, yes, his sparring partner. It's so crazy. I have to check my analytics, but we wrote an article on him many years ago, and it's like now he's fighting Floyd, so like it's bringing in hits on the website.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a sparring partner from out here somehow. Yep. All right, Killer Kells in California. Last one. He says, "How would you grade?" Okay. How would you grade Ness' ascension to the big time in Vegas from living room in Jersey, and what advice would you give him that would get him to the next level? Thank you, Kells.
You're wildin'. Ness is at that.
He's at that level. He's his own owner. I mean, like,
I appreciate the question, but he's an entrepreneur. What next level is there? You know what I'm saying? Well, you want him to have more things, more money, I guess, but he's where he wants to be.
I'm
you know what I mean?
happy, man.
Yeah.
So wait, you're living
who
in
cares
Vegas
about
now,
getting more money? Who cares about?
Then you purchased something in Florida. So you sold the house?
Nah.
All right, so you rented it out?
No. That's always gonna be home. So nobody's living there. Actually, they build in my pool right now. I'm forced to watch them build it through cameras and shit.
Nice. So you're able to still have that home.
So you full time out here, obviously.
Full time.
Nice.
When did that happen?
How was it out here?
I mean, I've been out here maybe 5-6 weeks now.
Yeah. Oh, so it's new. It's
very
fresh.
new. Very
Let me tell you.
How you like in Vegas?
Ever since whoever you got editing, where you at?
Oh, he's not here.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yes.
Listen.
Wow.
Shout out to Jemmy, baby.
Wow.
Jemmy. He's blowing us. He's not in here.
You pointing?
He remote, but I'm pointing to the camera. I thought we was gonna get the wide shot.
And the TikTok.
Yo, he's murdering it.
You're going on TikTok like. Then I hit you and I was like, yo, look at what Ness is doing. Look at what they doing. This is beautiful.
Yo,
like Ness, you talking about advice? I'll take some advice from Ness. The hell are you talking about?
Phenomenal
I love what
editor.
I'm watching.
Phenomenal.
He's amazing, man.
Phenomenal editor.
I don't ever want to lose him, but if he goes somewhere,
yo, whatever they paying you,
we'll double it. We'll double it.
Double that, bro. You are phenomenal.
As a matter of fact, hit me in the DM.
Yo,
you gotta pause on that. Right? I ain't like that. I ain't like the way that sounds.
Yo, let's get out of here. We're gonna take this picture. We'll be back. Quick intermission. Please give out your social media, gentlemen. If anybody's crazy enough not to be following you, let them know how they can.
Look, Boxing with Ak everywhere on all platforms. All right, peace and love, folks.
Boxing Bully, man. God bless you guys.
Yo,
man. Thank you for having us, man.
I went backwards on my likes. I know that's weird.
What?
But your name was something else 6 years ago, right? Was it like
I just had a different page.
Punchline
Different
page.
That's like a personal page.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got that.
I'm like, yo, that's Barack.
No doubt. Oh, you said you went back on your likes. That's crazy.
Yeah, I went backwards. I didn't know you could do that. Like last night I was bored. I hit the backwards and shit.
I never saw that.
9 years ago, and you could see what you liked.
Damn.
So I liked something of yours from like 9 or 6 years ago and shit.
Look at that.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
We'll be back. That's so crazy too. I totally forgot y'all.
Another one.
They don't want to see us. What up, what up, what up, what up? We are back, we are back, we are back. And before we get to Nico Ali Walsh, I just want everybody in the TBV community, I just want to be proud to announce our new sponsorship with the Tax Doctors. If any of you guys have fallen behind with your taxes, maybe you know you owe Uncle Sam a little money, that can get took care of. Do yourself a favor, stop hiding, let these guys help you get your tax debt fixed. And hit the direct line up. So call the guys at the Tax Doctors at 833-TBV-TAXX. That's 833-828-8299. Make sure to hit up the Tax Doctors. But we are back from our quick intermission. Nesta Gibbs did have to step away at the moment, but we are about to get with the one and only Nico Ali Walsh. Bo, could we bring him in? Well, actually, let's see if we have some super chats to catch up on. Yeah, let's bring him in. Let's bring him in. Where's Bo at? We can go get Bo, go get Nico in studio. 10-2-11-1 people commenting. That was a great segment that we had there with obviously Akim Barak. Extremely thankful for them to join us in studio here during fight week. Obviously very busy for them as they are working as well. CYP, I see you. We work for Dazn, so Nello does no wrong. Duh. Who's gonna be here? Oh, okay. All right. But we do have Nico Ali Walsh in studio. Nico, welcome, brother. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, man. Thank you for having me.
Nah, thank you. We do appreciate you joining us. Coming off a great victory at the MGM Grand. You know, talk to us. Obviously, I saw the emotion in your face. You were very excited, very happy to get that knockout. Obviously, you set that up and you were able to make it happen. You know, how do you feel about your performance?
Man, I was over the moon. I wasn't expecting it to go that way. But I had trained so hard for that fight that I knew I was going to win. I just wasn't expecting it to be in that fashion, you know?
No, definitely it was a phenomenal fashion. I'm curious, though, because this is home for you, right? So you must have had a lot of family and friends in the building for you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had a ton of people. I saw my third grade teacher was there.
Really?
Yeah, I had a ton of people there to support me, and even the people that I didn't know that were in the crowd supporting me, maybe just because of Vegas or boxing or my grandfather, it was awesome to just feel that energy.
No, definitely the energy was in there, especially after the knockout. Just turned pro last year. Seems like it's been longer.
Yeah.
You know, what are you looking forward to accomplish for your career here in the second year of you being pro?
Man, I just want, the biggest thing is staying active, because when fighters, you know, wait a while between fights, that inactivity kills them. And yeah, I just want to stay active. And it's crazy to think that I haven't even been pro for a year. Like,
you haven't.
I turned pro. My first pro fight was in August, so we haven't even hit that year mark yet. And I've made so many improvements so far. So, man, I'm looking forward to just the whole journey.
And you're done with college now, right? Graduated?
I'm graduating next Saturday.
Okay, so now, even though you've been applying yourself and been able to dedicate yourself to boxing, now you won't even have school to worry about. It could be 100% boxing for you, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, that would take so much off my chest, because school is just, I mean, at this point, it's just annoying, because it's just assignment after assignment. I was doing stuff. I was doing group projects, and I had to get stuff done this last fight week. And it's just it's not fun.
Well, thankfully, you know, you will be done with that. graduating next week, and kind of sigh of relief. You excited to walk that stage, finally?
Yeah, I just want to get it over with. I want to, my life is boxing now, so I want to keep it that way and just keep making improvements and keep fighting.
What'd you major in?
Business entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Which you can't go wrong with boxing,
No, definitely not. And I was only asking because, I'm like, why, still be in school if, obviously you're boxing, right?
Well, honestly, my family, even my grandfather was like this. They were like, school's absolutely number one. So I could never, I would get disowned if I left school. So I had to make it work somehow. I had to.
Now, obviously, being who you are, being, the son of the greatest of all time, what pressure have you had to
Try
work?
grandson.
What'd I say?
Son of.
I got what he meant.
Grandson.
I know. But I love giving him shit.
Perfect timing this.
Perfect timing.
Nico, apologies. I do want to apologize, even though the audience may not know I was not here.
No, of
I
course.
don't want to disrespect you,
No,
obviously,
you're good.
but our guests ran over. We did want to at least let them out. But catch me up, Danny. Where you at?
Oh, no, we're just talking about, obviously, the latest performance that he put on. I'm like, it feels like you've been pro so much longer. Hasn't even been a full year.
I've been very intrigued to know why you're not with Sugar Hill anymore. Was that just like a one-time working out with him, or you didn't mesh well and you're with another trainer?
Oh, it's definitely not that we didn't mesh well, because Suge is like family.
Okay.
But honestly, no, he just got a lot on his plate with Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't get bigger than being the heavyweight champion of the world. And I really hope that he says he's retired. I really hope he's not. But yeah, no, me and Suge are still extremely close. We're like family.
And I hope there's no disrespect to your current trainer and or team, but like you said, he's busy with Tyson Fury. A lot of speculation coming directly from Tyson that he's no longer fighting. So is that still something you're looking forward to, the possibility of working with him, or for right now, are you good with your team?
It's always a possibility to work with Suge again. I mean, whether I work with him or not, he's still a part of my life. Even outside of boxing, we just hang out. So, but yeah, I mean, anything is possible. Like I said, I really hope that Tyson's not actually retired, like he says.
So there's some fights you still want to see with him involved?
Definitely. I mean, everyone wants to see him in Usyk, but I just want to see him in general. He's one of the most charismatic guys in sports today. I love seeing him.
Fantastic talker. I want to ask, though, man, I don't know if my co-host did. I'm sure this is going to be one of those questions that feel maybe a little bit redundant because of who you are, but why did you get into boxing? Like, I look at you and all I can think of is like the Rocky scene. What movie was that when he gets robbed for his code and he's got the little fake little slip-on earring, Rocky's son, he's getting bullied in school, and it's like, because you're so not that you're weak.
Is it Creed?
No, it's definitely not Creed. It's the Rocky movie where he's got a little son. It doesn't matter. The point is, because of who you are, it's like, why add that pressure to your like, everyone wants you. As soon as you came out, it's like, oh, he's a boy. You're probably being pushed over there. Was it you that were drawn to boxing? Do you feel the pressure because of your grandfather? How difficult is it for you?
I mean, I don't know if I feel the pressure of my grandfather. I feel like every fighter feels pressure because, I mean, they are legitimately putting their lives on the line. And everyone's got their own story. So I feel like I feel the same pressure as every fighter. So if it's not me, some other fighter would feel the pressure because they're doing it for their country or they're doing it for their family. So I mean, it's the same. I mean, he's always been my grandfather to me. I don't see him like you guys do.
But you do know, I'm assuming, maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you go into the gym, it's time to spar. Everyone's trying to take your head off because of who you are, right?
No, and it's been
they want to make a name off of you.
That's the only thing that I've noticed that is different from me and other fighters is that people are quick to hate me more than an average fighter because everyone wants to be able to say that they knocked out Ali's grandson or even Ali's daughter because that's how it was when Layla was fighting. And it sucks, but I mean we're in boxing anyway. They're trying to knock you out irregardless. So but that's tough.
So what made you get into this sport? Like why boxing for you?
No one pushed me towards boxing. I was just around it because of my grandfather. Like even when I was 3 years old, they were like throwing Everlast gloves on me, and I was like holding the heavy bag for my grandfather hitting the bag, and like stuff like that I don't even remember, that I just see videos and pictures of. I think that's when the bug of boxing got in my system.
Wow, I'm just shocked, man, because most fighters have this inner city story. Yeah. And again, I relate you to the movie because it's like, even though Ali isn't your father, you're obviously, we want to assume, we don't know your personal life, but we assume you're okay. You and your family are okay. You don't, and I'm using air quotes, need to box.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, with boxing, the normal story you get is like the Mike Tyson story where he's from Brownsville and he's fighting to get out of poverty.
Exactly.
He's fighting to change his family's life. And, unfortunately, that's how it is with boxing. That's how a lot of these guys are able to make it out of, their situation. But with my grandfather, that wasn't his story. His family wasn't well off, but they were like, middle class. They were fine, So my grandfather ended up boxing because someone stole his bike. That was his story. He wasn't fighting to get out of poverty at all. So I feel like me and my grandfather have a similar story. No one stole my bike, but I'm doing it for the legacy.
Oh, so you want to continue the story of?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing to me. And I love boxing. I love boxing to death. But if my grandfather wasn't a boxer and he didn't have that legacy, I wouldn't feel as like impactful being in boxing. I don't think.
And so, I don't know. Do you feel that it's like your duty as the male to continue the legacy?
I honestly, now I do. Okay. Before I started, no. But now that I started, I will never start something and not give it my all. So now that I started it, it's my duty now. It's my duty now, and I'm taking it all the way I can.
Wow. So, how many amateur fights do you have?
Oh man, I had like 25, which is like
not a lot,
nothing compared to these guys today. So
when did you? Because if you're in the gym at 2 and 4 holding the heavy bag, did you actually pick up the gloves to begin training and want to box?
That was when I was 3 years old in the gym with my grandfather. That was just me hanging out with family.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't the one putting the gloves on me. They were. But I started liking boxing when I was about 10. I did an exhibition with like no training for a children's cancer foundation. And that was my first entrance into like a crowd, what it felt like to be scared before, going
a fight.
into the ring. Yeah. So that was where I got my start. I did a couple of those.
You would consider those smoker events? Or you said
they were charity.
Okay.
They were charity exhibitions, but it's definitely like something off the record.
Headgear or no headgear?
Headgear.
Okay.
It was like an amateur fight without being
on record,
without being sanctioned.
Right.
So what was it? 10 ounce, 12 ounce, 16 gloves?
Ooh,
you was 10. You
got me there. I have no idea. I think
no, but it was an exhibition. It could have been 16s.
I believe they were 16s.
See,
if I'm not wrong, because I just remember the gloves looking huge on me. But I mean, back in those days, I was just that's where I started loving boxing. When I turned 14 is when I took it seriously.
Oh, at 14.
Yeah, but it was so hard finding amateur fights here in Vegas. I had to travel for most of my fights, and still I didn't get a lot. You know?
Wait, you're local?
Yeah, I live here.
I've seen you in the Top Rank gym, but I never knew you were born and raised.
No, I was born in Chicago, but I left Chicago when I was like 3 or 4, and I've been in Vegas ever since.
There's a picture of your grandfather that for many years was like my screensaver, like my favorite picture of him of all time. And he's like on top of a building, just shirtless, with his hands up, and it's like the Chicago skyline. And a lot of people don't know how much time he spent in Chicago and lived out there. And
no, because we got family out there.
My co-host is from Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. That's why I like Chicago. That picture specifically.
Yeah, no, Chicago's dope, and I go out there now because that's where my family's at still, Chicago.
So 14, you take up boxing. When do you know?
Or take it serious.
Take it serious.
Take it serious. When do you know now, I want to be pro?
Honestly, I was just that crazy kid that right when I turned 14 and took up boxing, I was like, I want to be pro. I knew I wanted to be pro right then. And no one believed me. No one in my family actually wanted me to do it except for my grandfather. And many times I tried to quit almost. And when I tried to quit, I would ask him, because I had his blessing to box. And I wanted his blessing to not box. So I was trying to get him to say, hey, listen, I wouldn't do it. Because that's what he said to Layla, because he thought Layla was too pretty to box, which I understand. No one wants to see their daughter fighting. But I wanted him to do the same thing to me. And it would have just made it easier for me to just be like, okay, I'm out of boxing. But he never would. He would just say, keep going. And that's what kept me and got me to where I'm at now.
And who's your manager?
Right now, I'm just, my family kind of manages me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we try to keep everything in the family.
That's great. So you guys went straight to Top Rank, or they came to you?
No, we went to Top Rank because obviously Bob Arum promoted my grandfather. And we've known Arum for many, many years. And it was the perfect fit with like the story. I'm huge on tradition. So yeah, I couldn't see myself with any other promoter.
Absolutely. And they have fantastic matchmakers and will bring you along properly. So you're at 160 pounds. Do you think you will remain at that weight for your first title shot, or do you see yourself growing before you get that first title shot? Because you're still a very young guy.
Yeah, I'm only 21, so I don't see myself staying this size forever. Definitely.
Long enough to win a title, though?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say because I am naturally a bigger dude. Like as a kid, I was always chubby. So I don't know. I think I'm not done growing. I think when it comes time to do a title shot or something, I may be at 160. If not, then we'll just have to see. It's hard to tell.
So what made you do braids?
I've always done, that's kind of my signature now. I've always, since I was a little kid, I would get cornrows because my hair has always been long. Even as an amateur, when I would fight, I would get braids. So that's,
but are you cutting it?
Thing.
Are you cutting it? Because it should be Keith Thurman long if it's like.
Oh no! I am cutting it because I don't want it to get past a certain length. But I can't be fighting with even the length it's at now without braids. I can't be fighting with my hair all over the place.
For sure.
That's been my signature for a while now.
So strength and conditioning. Who are you using to get you prepared to do battle?
Yes, for this last fight, I used this guy, Coach Manny, and I've known him for so many years. I knew him back in high school, and he prepared me for this fight better than I ever have. And he was in my corner for the fight alongside my head trainer, and it was just fun when when everybody links up and everybody's vibe matches up, then it turns out to be a perfect performance like it was.
And who's the head trainer?
Richard T. Sloan. He worked with Joe Frazier. He worked with Emmanuel Stewart, Lennox Lewis. He's from the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the UK. Okay.
Wow.
He's
How'd
an
that
old
connection
school
come
guy.
about?
We've known him forever. I've known him since I was a little kid, but he paints. He's most known for
Sloan
his
art, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like,
he's most known for his painting. He doesn't. He's very modest when it comes to his boxing experience, but he was Joe Frazier's protege, and he lived with Joe Frazier for a period when he came to the States. And yeah, that's another cool story that I'm training with one of Joe Frazier's fighters.
Going back to those braids, you think you'll ever have to cut them to make weight like Sean Porter? Did you see that?
I didn't see that, but I don't think I'll ever make it to that point. I really hope not. I really hope not.
It was a title fight, to be fair. So do what you got to do.
Yeah. I mean, but I really hope I don't make it to that point.
What famous or what stories do you hear of your grandfather, or have you heard from your grandfather that you like to go back and think about? Like, I'm sure there's been plenty of great stories that you've heard.
Honestly, the stories I heard of back in the day, he was wild. He was funny. I mean, back in his boxing days, there's so many stories, but the best stories that I know are the ones that I physically saw. It was like one of my favorite memories is when we took him to see King Kong
in theater.
And but the crowd went crazy, and it was so weird because I was 7 or something, 8 maybe.
Wow.
And I still am not understanding this whole grandfather, people know him thing. And it was just weird to see everyone in the theater just staring at him and shouting Ali and that kind of thing. It was so weird. Just something as simple as going to the movie where I didn't think it would happen. So,
any truth to a rumor that Ali owned some sort of portion of Top Rank?
I don't know. You would have to ask my mom about that. I don't know.
Well, we got some questions from the people. They knew you were coming in. Rue in the 504, which is New Orleans. He says, on the Saturday broadcast, Tim Bradley said you become more dedicated to the sport. Care to expand?
I love Tim Bradley, and he is a huge motivation to me. Boxing is legitimately my life. I'm married to boxing right now, so if I did anything else in my life, it would just be a mistress, and you can't have that. So, boxing is my life. I eat, sleep, and breathe boxing now, but I do it because I love it, and I do it because that's what it takes to get to where I want to go.
Absolutely. Brandon Lands, what are your thoughts on Michel Ali Rivera basically branding himself as the new millennial version of your grandfather?
I didn't know who that was. An interviewer asked me that question the other day, and I saw a picture of him. It looks like he's a super fan of my grandfather. What I said to the other guy was, when you've got someone like my grandfather who's as big as he is, and everyone loves him, you get people like that who wanna be him, and they want to talk like him, look like him, dress like him, and I think that's what he's doing.
It's funny you bring that up. Broadway Joel said he did an interview with Michelle, and Michelle said that PBC, it was them that were pushing for that, and certain people in PBC wanted him to go as far as changing his name.
Ooh,
yes, but also let me get a screen share. What do you think of the resemblance? I do need Malik to slide.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I get it.
Want me to zoom in more?
Yeah, he did the hair.
Got the flat top and everything.
Oh, man, yeah. He did the hair, the shorts. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm glad you took it that way because people,
I don't think you really think it's cool. I think you're going like the politically correct route.
No, man. I think flattery. You know, people get offended by flattery, but like that's what this is. You know, he idolized like your grandfather.
Yeah, he idolized him.
That's the thing too. I don't know. Maybe Danny's right, and you don't feel that way inside, but you know. Your grandfather isn't just yours anymore. You know what I'm saying? He belongs to boxing.
He never was. I mean, but it is obviously a little weird for me to see someone dressing like him. That's obviously the case. But if we go on the strip right now, you'll see 6 or 7 Elvises and you'll see 10 Michael Jacksons.
Exactly.
It's kind of the same thing.
Have you ever been to Lindo, Michoacan? It's a restaurant out here.
I have.
So the one in Henderson?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where I was when the news broke of your grandfather passing away.
Really?
Yo, I remember just like crying, yo, and and it was like drink after, yo. Wow. I was so sad, and that was the day before the Salido versus I think Bandito Vargas. And that was at the StubHub, and obviously, you know, they did like the tribute and they did the 10 count. And I remember that fight being like such a war, like all out battle. And
they were probably mad.
Man,
just upset.
I mean, the whole world was. How'd you take the news? Obviously, it must have been extremely difficult.
Well, we all knew about it. We were with him. We were with him when it happened. But yeah, thank God. I mean, we all flew out to Arizona and we were with him in those last moments. So it was beautiful the way it happened. I'm grateful that we were. It wasn't a situation where it was like, you know, oh, you get a call and, you know, it's happened. Because that's happened to many other family members,
of course,
and loved ones of mine. And but the situation with him, it was very beautiful. It was a perfect send-off. And that time period is kind of a blur because there was so much going on. But yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful family time for us.
I got Young Tigre in San Antonio says, today, who is the cash cow of boxing in your opinion?
I think Canelo is. I really do. I think Canelo, I met him for the first time yesterday, and I've idolized him for, oh my God, so many years.
At the Top Ring Gym?
Yeah.
How did that go?
It went awesome. I mean, I didn't want to meet him because people say, you know, don't meet your idols. Because most of these guys
can't live up to what your expectation.
They can't at all because I expect everyone to be like my grandfather. My grandfather treated everyone like a best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And people aren't like that. I've met people that I looked up to who were just jerks, and I'm like, I'm done
very
looking
much
up to
so.
people. So I didn't want to meet Canelo, but I met him and his team, and they were just awesome people, which makes it even worse for someone like myself because now I idolize him even more.
Was that Frank setting it up, or did you say fuck it, I'm gonna just go out my?
No, I showed up there and I actually went to the gym just to hang out with Frank because I was getting stir crazy. I'm supposed to be off this week, no training, but I was like, I cannot be sitting at my house anymore. I've got to go to the gym because it's a sickness at this point. And I went to the gym.
That's a great
thing. And he was there. He was at the gym at that time, and I was like, I'm not gonna bother him. But then Frank was like, yeah, let me introduce you. And
did he know who you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he knew who I was. I don't know if it was from this fight last weekend because he was at the fight.
He was there.
And Oscar Valdez knew me because I had met him before the fight, before like a month before his fight.
Okay.
So his team kind of knew of me, and I think this fight last Saturday may have solidified it. I believe. But that's awesome in itself. So the fact that he knew me.
So no disappointments meeting Canelo.
No, thank God. Because I really did not want him. I did not want to ruin the image I had of him, and it didn't. He's even better than I thought.
You spoke about doing this for legacy. The money that you can make in this sport, does that motivate you at all?
Money's never motivated me. Maybe that's a bad thing, but yeah, no, money's never motivated me. So no.
So it's safe to say that you won't be rushing to try to get Canelo in a fight before he retires. Because obviously you being so young, you're so far out, but at 60, already saying you might not be able to win a title at 6, like you're putting yourself in a weight class where there could be a possibility. I mean, Canelo went as far as yesterday saying that maybe he'll fight Jake now in 2 years.
Oh, he said that?
Absolutely. Really? So if Jake is now all of a sudden an opportunity in 2 years, the grandson of Ali can be a big commercial fight if you get the number of fights that doesn't look crazy for Canelo. But you might not be rushing to that. Like you said, you're not motivated by money, which would be your biggest fight, obviously.
90
You let that man retire, I don't think anybody can get you the money that he's going to be able to get you.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's, you know what? It's weird. It's weird that he said he would fight one of the Paul brothers in a couple years. I don't think that would.
He literally
happen.
said yesterday, what's the MMA guy?
Who?
They asked him about the heavyweight, and he was like,
Francis Ngannou?
Ngannou.
Yes, yes.
No, not Ngannou.
No,
Usman. Kamaru Usman.
And he's like, I'll fight anybody, you know?
Yeah.
And then the Usyk thing came out. He's like, I'll fight him at 201.
Yeah.
So, you know, he was definitely on a...
He was just on a warpath yesterday. I think. I think if I asked him if someone asked him to fight me yesterday, he would have said yes. It's fight week. He's ready to fight anybody.
No, I honestly believe it. Like I say it all the time. Like, I mean, you were saying that you felt.
Yeah, I think he could beat Rivas.
Oscar Rivas, who's the
Canelo.
I think Canelo can beat anyone.
I love it.
Yeah, I think Canelo can beat anyone. You're asking the wrong person.
We got Israel Weber. He says, I was fortunate to see you live in Tulsa for your debut. I actually got to ride in the hotel shuttle bus with your grandma afterwards.
Oh, wow.
Nice lady. When next in Oklahoma, lunch on me. So no question, just a message.
That's crazy. That seems like so long ago. The
debut?
That was what, August?
That was August. It's not even a year. I'm not even going to try to count how many months that was.
Wow. Christopher Riley, what is it like being Ali's grandson and knowing the additional pressure that it brings to have to live up to Ali's legacy?
Honestly, I don't feel the pressure of being the grandson because to me it's just my grandfather who people happen to know and love. But I don't feel like I'm forced to live up to anything. I think I've already lived up to what I wanted to. Just turning pro and having the career I've had so far. So there's no pressure in living up to anything because I'm very happy with what I've done so far.
Dual Ingram and Compton, has your experience with Top Rank been anything but professional when it comes to business? As a well-known fighter is suing the company because of unfair treatment based upon race. He's obviously talking about Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because I have so much respect for Terrence Crawford. He's one of the pound-for-pound greats today, too. My experience with Top Rank has been nothing but professional.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Top Rank because of that. And yeah, I don't know what his situation was. I can't speak for him, but it's very sad to hear that. It really is.
You know, Keyshawn said the same thing. He just he said, you know, everybody is different, and you know, he feels that Top Rank believes in him. Mm-hmm. You know,
and they do. And Keyshawn is a special talent in boxing. He's taking the Lomachenko route of boxing, which nobody takes. You know, he's going to be fighting probably for a title sooner than any of the other fighters.
Mm-hmm. We have James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. Is there a particular trainer that would love the opportunity to train with? I don't know if he meant you would love the opportunity because he didn't word it that way. He says who and why this particular trainer. So yes, he's asking you who would you like to train with? I guess outside of Sugar, if that became an opportunity.
I would love to just work with Eddie Reynoso, honestly. I met him for the first time today as well, or yesterday as well, when I met Canelo.
But would you be willing to relocate to San Diego if you had to train with him?
I thought if the question is just to see what it is for like a week.
Oh, okay, just a week.
Then definitely, because I'm so loyal to my trainer that I wouldn't change trainers. But yeah, I mean, it would be great to see how he works. It'd be great to train with Canelo or even.
Did you ask him yesterday, like Canelo?
Oh no, I'm not gonna ask him that.
Because of the fight.
Because of the fight, because I've got a trainer, but it would just be great.
No. I mean, I would have asked Canelo, like, yo, can I visit you at your gym and train alongside?
Oh, definitely. I'm sure someone will ask him for me at some point.
For me, I love it.
At some point, yeah.
I love it. Just make sure you invite us to be the cameraman. And New York Bullet, besides your grandfather, of course, who were some of the other legends you looked up that inspired you? Blessings, champ.
Aside from my grandfather and Canelo, because those are my top two, I've always looked up to Mike Tyson. I've always loved Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, and I keep my circles small. So that's about it.
All right.
That's about it.
I got...
Hold on real quick. Oh, I got to read this. We got a $5 super chat from Profound Dreamer who says, when I first heard of you, I hated on you.
Yes.
But I realized I was just jealous. I was such a fan of your grandfather. I wish I was his grandson too.
This person sounds very self-aware and intelligent.
That might be Michelle Rivera.
Oh my God.
Young Tigre in San Antonio says, is Tyson Fury on the Mount Rushmore of heavyweights in your opinion?
Yes, he is, in my opinion. And he's one of those people that would pop up in that last question of who my favorite fighters are. But when I named Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, those are the guys that, like, when I was coming up in boxing, I looked up to. But yeah, no, Tyson Fury's, I think he's one of the all-time great heavyweights, top 5, my opinion.
Info Joe in California. What up, Nico? Good performance last weekend. What is your favorite fight to watch of your grandfather and why?
I think his best fight was Cleveland Williams. My favorite fight is the fight he had with Foreman, because I would watch that with him. So I think it's got sentimental value now at this point. But that's my favorite fight. I love that fight.
Is that a fight that, because you were watching that with your grandfather, that now doesn't feel right watching it without him? Or?
I haven't watched it since.
Wow.
So if that means anything, I have not watched it since.
For any particular reason though, like
maybe mentally, I'm like, you know what? There's certain videos that I would watch with my grandfather. That's funny you asked that. There's certain videos I would watch with my grandfather. Like, we had the same videos kind of rolling. I put them on my phone. I haven't watched those since. So he was the last person I've watched certain videos with. And yeah, it's probably because I'm like, it's not the same watching it.
I won't rewatch Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, because that was the last fight my grandfather and I watched together. And I'm just
and that makes sense.
And it was funny because my grandfather, he had moved out of his home in Chicago because he retired, but he still had the house, no furniture. Mm-hmm. So I remember going to Walmart to buy a TV to watch the fight and returning the TV the next day.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, it was just to watch the fight. So that's why I was asking. Like, I was curious, like, if you felt that way, that because that was an experience and moments that you guys shared together that maybe you didn't feel the same watching it without him.
Definitely. It's funny you say that because I had never thought about that, but mentally that is what I did. There's a highlight video of my grandfather that every time I would see him, we would throw up because he loved, he would watch me a lot. He would watch my sparring tape. He would watch all my training tapes on my phone and stuff. But the only person he liked watching more than me was him. And he would love watching himself. He would love watching highlights and all that. And we had a particular highlight video And I have not watched it since, and I will not watch it because it's like that was our video to watch. And there's certain songs as well that I won't listen to because I would only listen to it with him.
What would he tell you? What would he tell you when you guys would watch his highlights? Was it more of him trying to teach you, or him just appreciating the talent that
He wouldn't say a word when he was watching his highlights. He would just watch at attention. But it was funny to see his reactions for watching his highlights. He was just, you could see him reliving those days and just being proud of himself, I guess.
Why do you think it was a Foreman fight for him? Like, why do you think that was a fight that, because you said that's the fight you guys would always watch together. Why do you think it was, out of all the fights, it was that one?
Because that one was so special. That one was in Zaire. It's got such a history and story behind it. You know, people thought Foreman was actually going to hospitalize or kill my grandfather. So the story is like, you know, these Rocky movie stories, but it's real life. And so it was just, I mean, I love a good story. So I would always watch that, seeing how he conquered a giant, an actual giant like Foreman.
Did you always use Ali?
No, I avoided using Ali a lot. Ali's my middle name, so it's like Ali Walsh is almost like my last name now. But I would call myself Nico Walsh for the longest period of time because I didn't want anyone to know.
Why? Do you think you'd be looked at different?
Looked at different, treated different.
So no one knew in school?
No, people found out somehow. It's like with that, it's like a sickness. I mean, one person coughs and it just spreads.
Wow.
And that's how it was. I didn't say a word when I was in elementary school. Every teacher and student knew. Everybody knew, and I didn't say a word. My parents didn't say a word. Nobody said anything. So how do they find out? You know, people always find out. And I just realized that, so I've learned to embrace it, which I'm still in the process of. I've got to embrace it.
Yeah, you have to. Definitely in this sport, it's going to make it easier for you, without a doubt. We got Big Supermax in Plainview, Texas. It says, can you see yourself versus Canelo down the line before he retires, and how big would that be?
That would be huge to me. I mean, you mentioned that it would be a money fight. That would be a legacy fight. Because fighting someone that you look up to like that would be ridiculous. I don't know if I see it happening, but to share the ring with him at any capacity, not even just a fight, a sparring match, would mean the absolute world to me. And it doesn't get bigger than Canelo in my mind.
Now, I think from a marketing standpoint, it could happen. Obviously, the good guys, Brad Goodmans and Bruce Champlers, you know, I don't see them rushing you in that direction.
Yeah.
But that is a money fight.
Especially when Canelo says, I got 6-7 years left.
Yeah.
You know?
I love the fact that he said that because I hate when we see people we love retire.
That's selfish though, Nico.
I mean,
we are selfish as boxing fans.
We're so selfish. I mean, we are. But that's why when they do retire, I'm like, okay, just let them be, because they're putting their life on the line. They've got families, you know.
I was a huge. I still am a huge fan of Andre Ward. And when he was retiring, yes. I was like, he got a 3-fight, $100 million deal on the table, and he's turning it down to retire. I'm like, I'm happy for him because
not me. I wanted that Triple G fight, and I would still love to see him fight Canelo right now.
Well, yeah,
but
Frotch rematch.
I can't. Like you, I cannot be like, you got to come back. He's got a family. He cemented his legacy in boxing already. He doesn't need to pick up gloves at all.
I just rather a fight, call it one fight too soon than one fight too late.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
That's what I agree with.
Big Casual, what up, champ? Do you think your little cousin, Layla Ali's son, who favors your grandfather so much, will pick up the sport of boxing?
CJ, I don't think so. He's very, very smart. I don't think he would pick up boxing, but he would be great at whatever he does because his parents are very talented.
I mean, one's
athletic wise,
right? You know, one obviously a former boxer, the other one a former football player.
Yeah,
so.
no. So I mean, he's really smart. I don't think CJ will be picking up boxing, but if he did, he would be good at it.
Dr. Mofongo on Long Island says, greetings, champ. My question is, if Canelo goes undisputed at light heavyweight, would he surpass Floyd's career even though he lost to him? Wish you all the best in the future.
It's very tough to ask, or it's very tough. Everyone's got a different opinion. A lot of people think Floyd is the greatest fighter of our time. I believe Canelo is the greatest fighter of our time already. And I know that'll divide a lot of people, but that's what I think. I think Pacquiao is one of the greatest of our time as well. But it's hard to say. I say yes to that question, though. I think he would surpass Floyd if he did that, in my opinion.
I got Justin White. I yelled the moment you hit that right. Scared my wife. Ha! We know a lot about your grandfather and how that has shaped you. But how about the other half of your family? How does that play into your boxing life?
Honestly, what's unfortunate about my dad's side of the family is that all my grandparents on that side were dead before I was born. So my grandfather was the only grandfather I had. That's why we were so close. It's not like I'm just talking about him because you guys know him. That was my only grandfather. But yeah, no, my dad's side of the family, we still love. I have so many aunts and uncles on my dad's side of the family who are awesome. And yeah, I mean, they're just super supportive. You just can't you can't be more grateful having a supportive family like that. It's really awesome.
What did your father think of you getting into boxing?
And what does he think? I've been dying to ask, since I've heard of, how's your, because you're my son. I'm speaking in your, I don't know if your father's around. I'm totally asking, but if my grown ass son right now that I brought from the East Coast to the West,
21 years old,
that's 21, changes his name, I got a problem because you're Gibbs. You gotta, just like I said, do you feel some sort of duty to live out that legacy? I feel like my son needs to feel the same thing and keep my last name going because it's only the males that can do it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I never changed my name. I never changed my name's been Nico Ali Walsh from the day I was born till now.
Okay.
So I've never changed my name, and I never will change my name. Yeah, no, I mean, my dad is just super supportive as well. He understands. At the end of the day, I'm an Ali, yes, but my name is not Nico Ali. It's Nico Ali Walsh. It's like I kind of think of like Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
People don't call him Michael Jordan.
They do say Michael B. Jordan.
They say Michael B. Jordan. So people say Nico Ali Walsh now, and I'm proud of that because that's my name. And I used to only say Nico Walsh, but to me, that is shying away from who I truly am. I'm Muslim. My family's Muslim, and Ali is, of course, that's my. People think of my grandfather as boxing, whatever, but Ali is a Muslim name, and I'm proud of that. So I don't want to ever shy away from who I am ever again, and I won't. So Nico Ali Walsh is my name.
So you are an active Muslim? Like you on your deen?
I'm an active Muslim. I didn't. So Ramadan was during my fight. That was the end of Ramadan. I did not fast for this Ramadan, but I got the okay from my great grandmother to not do that.
All right. Well, we have. That might be it. Do you have any more?
No.
I think we do got a super chat. It looks like from Connecticut.
Coach Myers?
Yes, sir.
Coach Myers would like to know, growing up being, obviously Ali's grandson in school, did anyone test you to see if you could fight because of that?
Yes. I remember one person did.
You beat him up bad.
I didn't fight him at all. I didn't fight him at all because I was just, I'm not I was not a fighter back in school. But that was at the point when I was starting to get into boxing, and I was like, I'm not going to do this. What am I going to do getting, expelled from school? My parents would kill me. So I was like, whatever. I'll take it out in the gym.
I got Andre Griffin that says, does your aunt Layla Ali give you in-ring advice or how to handle the fame that comes?
She did when I was an amateur. She went to a few of my amateur fights that were in LA, and she's the only other person in the family that understands what it's like to be an Ali boxing in today's world. So yeah, no, she gave me advice on that back in the day, and I mean now I've been able to handle the lights and everything so well now that I'm just blessed to have been able to do that, and I'm on a very good track. I'm very happy with where I'm at.
Curious Jorge says, honestly, didn't really admire you, but honestly, I respect you now, champ. You're really humble, and I would like to shake your hand one day. Thumbs up emoji. Looks like
I love the honesty in these in these chats. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people did not like me. I would not have liked me either. I would have assumed that I would have been a certain way, with the kids nowadays who are just idiots, with the way they act. I would have assumed the same thing, but yeah, not me.
I was gonna say we got a super chat by Bomani who said, "Did your father from Canada who said, did your grandfather ever share anything about the Foreman fight that was not generally known to the public?"
I wish he did. After the Foreman fight, Don King went up to my grandfather and whispered something to him, and my grandfather looked at him super mad. And Don King was like, whoa, and just backed off. And I was watching that with him, and I was like, I called him Poppy. I was like, Poppy, what did he say just then? And I zoomed in, and I was like, look at this. What did he say? But he was like, I don't remember. So that was the closest I got to finding out something, but didn't get there.
Well, I think that is all the questions. Nico, please give out your social media. Actually, looks like Steve in the UK slid in last minute. He says, hey, champ, thanks for coming on the show. Have Top Rank got any plans to showcase you over here in the UK?
Oh, yes.
I know you probably see this as corny, but whenever your grandfather is spoken about, people of certain generations always talk about him being dropped by old Henry Cooper. What I'm saying is the casuals over here would lap your last name and story up. What the hell is lap? That's definitely some UK stuff. Good luck in your career, Steve in the UK. I guess that means lap it up.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I'm lost. I thought he was taking a shot at me for a second.
Yeah, it did.
He says the casuals over here would lap your name and story up. So I guess that they.
Well, Steven, I guarantee he's gonna come in the chat and
but he's usually a straight shooter. So I doubt it was any malice in that. He's definitely asking when you're gonna fight in the UK though, and if that's something you want.
This year is out. I know.
Oh wow.
I know Bob Arum wants me to fight in the UK. Probably not more than I want to fight in the UK. And for real, the UK fans are ridiculous when it comes to my grandfather. I have nothing but respect for them because when the world hated my grandfather, the UK was like, we don't hate him.
Mm-hmm.
So I have so much respect for the UK. I would love to fight there, hopefully by the end of this year.
All right. Well, give out your social media for anybody crazy enough not to be following you. We're going to take a quick intermission, take a picture with Nico Walsh.
Nico Ali
Walsh. Yes.
Nico Ali Walsh.
Just smack you.
About to say Walsh Ali. All right.
My social media, my Instagram is Nico Ali Walsh, at Nico Ali Walsh. My Twitter is at Nico Ali X74, which is just the strangest username. And that's pretty much it. That's where I try to get better with social media and update everybody.
What's in the playlist, champ? What are you using to run to these days?
Man, nothing crazy. I listen to Kid Cudi. I listen to Drake. I listen to Travis Scott, Mac Miller. I am a very cool-tempered guy, and I want to keep it that way.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you. We'll be right back.
sit in chairs and shit.
Yo, welcome back, muchachos. Never leave a man behind. We going to these super chatties.
Got them all. I got them all.
Bo said he got them all. I see my man CYP. We're going to go all the way back.
We got London Runs Boxing with it's Euro, so it's 179.
What about those Erizestros behind those? We didn't get to those. We stopped off at D Nice, who said we needed 2 plans for the studio. Erizestro says, does my bookie not have parlays? Absolutely, you could do parlays. Let me walk you through it. Just in case that's what's happening, that you don't know how to do it. In the meantime, the next super chat after Erizestro is actually another Erizestro, so we might as well wait. I'm going to need a quick screen share just to show people how to build the parlay. So let's just go ahead and pick Brian Acosta, and then, we'll pick whatever this is. This is, who's this? Ryan Rozecki is fighting. Oh, shit.
He's fighting this weekend.
We're going to pick Rozecki. Where's Canelo? We'll pick my man Zhang. So you see, right here, you just click parlay. Now all those are in one parlay. Done. All right, take that down. Next super chat is Erizestro. Why aren't more episodes filled with these debates back and forth and staying in the topic? Because they challenged. They were good debaters. We need somebody to without cursing and yelling, right? We did yell, but we didn't curse. Though. We did curse, but it wasn't nasty.
The numbers went through the roof.
No, it was. They was loving that debate. London Runs Boxing. I got Bivol by decision with a knockdown. Wow. No, exactly. Stockton and Cali with a personal super chat to Southpaw 773, aka names I don't want to say, but he called him a dummy. He says the whole page, something about his YouTube channel. I can't look. You taking that ain't got nothing to do with us, bro.
It's a $10 one, so he still gets opportunity
gonna give you
to
a
win.
ticket.
I got him in the raffle.
All right, it's $10, so I'm gonna read it. It's $10, so I'm gonna read it. But please try to keep y'all beefs, wherever they at, man. He says your whole YouTube channel is about hating on Canelo, and there's some video about you hating on Nipsey Hussle, Kobe Bryant, and someone else. All right. CYP, he says, we work for Dazn, so Nello does no wrong. Thumbs up. Shh. Duh. Which he's talking about Akin Barat, not saying Canelo is ducking. Andre Giffen, we read that. Profound, we read that. Jorge, we read that. Myers, we read that. Bufani, we read that. No, Bumani,
we read that for sure.
Shout out to Canada. I think that is everybody.
Check cash out.
I gotta check the cash out. Where the cash at?
You've been a busy man today.
That. Yo, we gotta go, man.
Yeah,
how far is that? How far is that? Is it far? We gonna make it.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, the last cash app was Chuck Supremacy. Did you get that with the $10? And Walter with the $10?
Chuck and Walter both in here. Yes, sir.
All right.
You ready, Dan?
Nah, he picked yesterday. Let Madison do it. Bring us that luck.
Madison.
Locking down sponsorships. Let's go, Madison. Let's go with the
Madison.
luck. With luck. What they winning? We got a Nico Walsh.
Ali Walsh.
We got a Nico Ali Walsh signed
What's
TVV
good?
glove.
We got Walter.
Oh, Walter. So Walter is Quito. Walter, send me your
information.
Actually, just need your address. It looks like your first and last name is here. Please give us that. Anything else we're doing? Anything else we got to announce? Yes. Saturday, you seen the promo. You know where we're at. We're packing up. We're hitting the road. San Diego, it's going down. Everybody in this room will be there, plus David Benavides, plus Paulie Malignaggi, Knockouts with Nika, RX Water sponsoring, so we can be drinking some properly balanced pH water out of those beautiful, sexy metal cans. Plus, they brought us some models. Yeah, we're going to have models just standing there looking like beautiful statues. That's what models do.
That's what models do.
Mannequins. Yo, we're out.
That's the Gibbs.
Yo, why you all in my little goodie bag?
No,
this
he
is
said
mine.
Madison, shut your IG
I was just
out.
looking at it.
Madison Clavon.
Can't look at it?
This
Yeah,
mine, bro. This is mine.
That's a gift.
Bo Mason
Gift.
_
A gift to who, Madison?
If you win
That was a
something,
gift to the
send me your
boxing
information
place
so I can get you
from
your item.
Hardin. Shout out to
this.
Hardin. Look at that. You
Hardin.
needed a new one. That's for both of you.
There you go.
good.
Now show it. Now show it. He got you.
Shout out to Hardin.
Bing,
Seriously.
bam.
The boxing voice is getting immersed with the Las Vegas culture.
Oh, this is
Smoke
pretty
weed
nice.
every day.
This is pretty heavy duty, bro. This might be too big for you.
That's cool. Can I get the pouch too?
Nah, man, that's together. You can't separate that. We're out though. Peace, Austin. Later, y'all.
Rewalk Danny, Ness GTO, Nesta Gibbs, the boxing voice, Bo Mason _TBV.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Madison
sir.
Clavon. Is that how you pronounce it?
Clavon, but that's good. I like that. Clavon.
Yeah. All right, we out, motherfuckers.